Gang gang. What's going on, Jack? Hi y'all. Alright. Y'all already know what time it is. Now look. We know Rosemont took the website. The Kenneka Jenkins death investigation, they took the site down. So that means nobody can't download footage. But y'all know Tregang the king of footage. Alright. Just let you know I still got files on deck. Now look. The reason why they had to take the files down is because the last 3 lives I spilled the tea so hard to them. I killed them. I killed the whole investigation. And I begged y'all for months. I said, y'all watch that footage. Don't get caught up in the gospel or the he say, she say. Y'all need to pay attention to that footage. Cause that's your proof. But I still got it. But I'm finna give them more reason and to give these suckers some response. So they gonna have to respond to this. Alright. Okay, y'all. Let's whip some ass. I want y'all to take a good look at the picture. I want y'all to take a good look at this picture. Right? You see her hair smash at the top. Okay. You see the coloring of her face. Okay. Right? I'm going to blow it up. I'm finna tell y'all why they took the whole investigation down. Right? Y'all see this part? Y'all follow my mouse? Sun was on top of her head. You see that? You see how flat it is from right here? Flat. Follow my mouse. You see how I'm trimming out the hair? Look, coming up right here. Get a line. All this part right here is flat. Right? And look how the hair flew out now on the sides. Okay. Look at the coloring on her face. They said she was in there for 21 hours. That's not a fact. She ain't been dead that long. When they took the pictures, I'm finna tell y'all something. Y'all know when the body loses soul, right? And you got a timeline. Soon when you take your last breath, this when your timeline start clicking. So now your body finna go through stages, right? They said this a body that been in the freezer for 21 hours, right? Okay. Look at her foot. Follow my mouse. Watch this. Y'all see the light spots? right? Okay. See how swollen the ankle is, right? Go up here. We got some kind of black object on her toe. And her pants leg is cut from her shoes. Which meaning that if she was being drugged, like we know she was, somebody cut them pants legs to get rid of something. Cause look what the stain is on the shoe. But I ain't gonna get into that. Cause I'm finna show y'all this. You see that? The coloring of the face. Right? You see how wide her nose is? It's swollen. Right? We know her teeth knocked out. Right? Okay. I'm blow it up. If her hair wet, her eyelashes got wet, right? So the eyelashes is wet. Blood on the cheek, right here. Tooth knocked out, debris in her hair. Top of her head again. Something was on the top of her head, and notice her hairstyle changed. See that? But it's still flat in the middle from all the way to her head, right? Now this with her hair over her face before they wanna pull the hair back and show you her face. Y'all see how they tried to brush the flat part out. Tapping with her. So it's like, listen, y'all. You see that? What it look like now? Somebody combed through her hair to make her hair look like this. And they tucked it up under her hand. If you flip a body over, now look, you see all that hair on her arm, on her hands, right? She supposed to be laying on this side, right? But no debris right here, and she laid in all that pile. Okay. I'm gonna go back to this. And I'm gonna go back to all this shit. Look at the hair, top of her head, to this. Now look, what I'm trying to say is, how is her hair short in the front and how it get like this? Pie y'all. How it get like that, Jack? Wait a minute. You see that? Now look at the position of the body. You see how the hair going down the back? Now look at the hair in the front. Now watch this. They comb through the hair so you will miss it if you don't know what to look for. Same position. Look at her hand and look how much hurt in her hands. Right now. Now look at it. This is tucked up under the goddamn hand, Jack. Hi, y'all. I'm spilling tea. See that? Rosemont, y'all could delete y'all website of the whole Kenneka Jigger case. I got the full bag up, Jack. Red flag. Look, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention to the hair in her hand. And look how the hair is tucked up under her hand. The hair is tucked up under her hand. Now look at it in there. All right. About the black shit on the nails, right? That's burnt plastic. Oh, I see somebody ain't paying attention in this motherfucker. Now y'all better thumb me up. You see what I'm saying? Man, y'all better thumb me up. Y'all want to sit up here. Ooh, Kenneka had a wig on. No, she probably didn't have no wig on. You know what I'm saying? They just tampered with the hair. And some of her hair missing. Now, y'all a female. Look how it is in the front. Where the veins at? That's what I'm trying to say. Where the veins at? What happened to these loops? Where they at now? Oh yeah, they pulled. Look, they did it, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all the flaws in the picture. Cause I was waiting on them. Cause you know what? I knew they were gonna take the videos down. So I said, I'm gonna just troll them just a little bit. Keep repeating shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I already know what they up to. Like they ain't watching. All right, Rosemont. Okay. Into investigation. Her right here. Do y'all see the difference of the color? Her hands, her wrists and shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Her forearms was tied up, Jack. At some point in time, they was tied up to something. It wasn't like it was tied behind the hands. Maybe she was sitting in a chair. Watch this. Maybe she was sitting in a chair and they had her arms tied to the chair. Cause if you look at the body and you rotate it to a certain degree, damn, I can't do it on this giant. But if you tilt it, damn, man, I need my other app on this motherfucker. Look like once upon a time she was sitting in the goddamn chair. All right. Could be a theory, but to make a long story short, that's your evidence that she been tied down to something. It could have been to a pole or something. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But that's clear that some was tight against around her forearm and it was there for a while. And the reason why I'm going to say this here. All right. Now, this supposed to be how they seen her when they first took the picture. Because remember, you got to take the first picture before you go in and tamper with the hair. So that means this. Man, what going on? I ain't saying nothing. And look, give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right. To make a long story short, I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes of this video of the pictures that I'm trying to show y'all of this. Hold on 1 minute. I don't know what's over there. I ain't never. All right. Let me go back to this. Not that one. Y'all listen to this video and y'all gonna understand why I said this.
Hey, so we got 2 minutes on liver mortis, and that's liver with an O, not an E, and this is the fourth stage of death. This comes right after rigor mortis, and this happens about 2 to 4 hours after death. So liver mortis is the settling of the blood in the body. So when the heart stops pumping, gravity takes effect and the blood starts gravitating to the lowest points. So whether a person is laying or sitting, that blood is going to pool down to the lowest parts of the body and in the lowest parts of the organs. So you'll notice a purpling or a reddening at those lowest points. Up to 12 hours, it's called non-fixed. And that means that the blood can hopefully get recirculated and out of those tissues so you don't see that staining. After 12 hours, they say it's fixed. So there may be staining of the tissue that we cannot get moving again during embalming. And so there may be darkening of those areas that blood is pulled in. This is especially noticeable if someone has died face down or on their side and that tissue in the face is stained from the blood settling into it and we can't get that color circulated out. So this is also called hypostasis or postmortem lividity, and you may hear postmortem lividity especially in crime shows and in movies. This is important for crime shows and movies because if a body is in one position and then moved, they can tell because that blood will have pooled in one area, and then if the body's moved, it will pool in a secondary area as well. So, liver mortis, stage 4 of death, pooling of the blood. Bye, guys. Guys.
Okay. The pooling of the blood. Look at the pictures right here. Okay. Now, this pulling of the blood, and it also can indicate if she been, you know what I'm saying, tied to something down, because you got to look at the position of the body. You got to look at it from a medical coroner point of view, because they the only ones know how the body died and how long it's been there, if it been moved. And now this is, but when you go, let me pull Kenneka back up, because they don't want me to pull. Let me go back to this. All right. Let's go back to the photos. All right, y'all see the photos? In the front top of her hair, like it's been cut, right? It's been cut, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I want to know what the hell. The hairstyle different as hell. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to all right, y'all. All right, I'm back on. I'm back on. I'm getting a mic check. Now check this out. We don't see no pulling on the blood on her face because she wasn't laying on her face. Do that make sense? Right? Okay. But we got blood on the cheek right here. They missed the spot. You could tell her haircut because you could look at it. Look at how her haircut on the sides. Y'all see the gap right here? Somebody cut her hair. Who cut her fucking hair in the Crown Plaza? Is it just me? I'm telling y'all, Kenneka went through hell, Jack. It ain't no time to play no more game. Rosemont shut the whole investigation down off the website. They show y'all they got something to hide. And I'm showing y'all what they hiding. This what they hiding. This the reason why they shut it down. Because her hair is cut on the side of her head. Right here. Y'all see that? Because she was hit with an object on her head. And they had to cut some of her hair to get rid of DNA, right? This your cover up right here. Cause we see the blood on the cheek. Now y'all see, now look how many pictures they took with the hair, right? Look how they first took the picture when they first opened the door. Let me see, can I find it right quick? Here we go. Y'all see this picture right here. Y'all look at the hair. Now look how the hair supposed to be when they first opened the door. Pow. Yeah, it's a big difference now, ain't it? This they cover up. Yeah. Look how full it is now. Going across her goddamn face. But right here, look at it now. Look at it now. That's what they was doing, y'all. In there covering up the crime scene. Keep moving the body so the goddamn body could be manipulated. So they can take the picture so y'all won't see pulling of the blood. Kenneka don't supposed to look like this. You don't find nobody that been sitting, you know what I'm saying, like this for 21 hours. Looking all pretty and gorgeous. Good skin tone. You see what I'm saying? With no bowel movements in the goddamn freezer. Cause the body got to release gas when they now y'all catching on to this shit. Thumb me up, Jack. Go back to this picture again. That's what y'all was seeing on the camera. And was like, ooh, why the police keep running in and out the goddamn kitchen? And what's they got these bags for? Maybe they cut the hair and put it in them brown bags. We're walking out in broad daylight in the camera. Evidence. Walking out the freezer. That's why they took the shit down. Y'all share my video. Share the video. All right. Then look. They make sure y'all see the lip gloss that's in there with Kenneka. Cause on the footage it showed Monique and them had the lip gloss. So you don't think they goddamn it took them goddamn lip gloss from them kids and throw that shit in the freezer. Cause where that shit was when they first look, where the lip gloss when they opened the door. You don't see no lip gloss then. See what I'm saying? You don't see the lip gloss then. But all of a sudden, when they open the door and fix the crime scene, y'all see that? Yeah. See what I'm talking about? That's just like planting a gun on little Snoop Snoop. Yeah, we had to shoot little Snoop Snoop 10, 12 goddamn times. And where you see the lip gloss at, that's the gun. When they was shooting him, he must have had to drop the gun right here shooting back at the police. That's exhibit A. You see this shit, what I'm saying? You gotta look at how a crooked cop think. Cause only a crooked cop plant shit. The police that plant this evidence used to plant drugs and goddamn it shit on victims and shit. So this is a goddamn corrupt ass police station that do this shit all the time. Alright. But the strange part about it, they took her belly ring out too and gave it to the mama on the spot. Why you ain't take that to the lab and let some Blu-ray light hit that John and see, do we kind of see if it was substance on that John? Cause she could have had blood DNA on them Johns. And then this would be impossible for you could see blood on the foot. Now we know this dry blood. This blood is dried up. That don't do that. That don't do that in the body that been sitting in the freezer for 21 hours. She supposed to shit it in her pants. Know what I'm talking about? Cause they knew whoever put her in the freezer was like, we gotta put her in the freezer cause the bowel movement is gonna and she gonna stink. So put her somewhere, you know, that they could be isolated so they won't smell the smell. So when they come and check on the body, they could clean up the bowel movements and manipulate the picture. Be like, well, you know what I'm talking about. All right. And if you look at the bottom of her jacket, look at the bottom of her jacket. What's this? Stains right here. Is these? Do this look like burnt Mars or I don't know what the fuck that look like. But that's odd to be on this kind of jean jacket. And it looked like it was hooked on something. Her jacket got hung up on something. How else would this will form like this? Meaning that somebody flipped her on the side. They had to keep flipping the body. Like how you cook a hamburger patty. Right? Okay. Just imagine a hamburger patty. It's pink, right? So just say, this hamburger patty, if you just cook, it take down there 15 minutes for a hamburger patty to cook. You know what I'm saying? Fully through the meat. Just imagine if she was in the freezer, her body would cook. You know what I'm saying? If the freezer was off and if it wasn't working, her body would never look like this. It would look like, you know what I'm saying, like cooked meat, not like burnt meat, you know what I'm saying? I'm meaning like she would have pooling of the blood, meaning that she would be stained with reddish like a blood clot in the skin or something like that. But you don't see that in the skin. But Just say if you cook that same meat on a low temperature, it could still be pink, but you know what I'm saying, lightly cooked. And you could just keep moving. Just say you could keep goddamn it flipping the goddamn burger, know what I'm talking about, and keep it pink as you got to keep that meat pink as possible. You can't let it cook. Keep it pink. All right. If that makes sense. Look how Jackie look. They put her there, and if you look at her breasts at the bottom, both of them hanging out. That's why you got the black box. Because they don't want y'all to see, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, both of her breasts exposed, not with just one. They said one breast was exposed, but two breasts was exposed. And check this out. If she was laying on her breast, watch this. Y'all know her breast supposed to be smushed in. Her breast supposed to be smushed. And you know what I'm saying? Like a flat tire, right? When the flat tire been up, you know what I'm talking about? Flat for a little minute, it keep its shape. When they flip her over, watch this, y'all. This the cover up. Look. Damn. Hold on. I'ma just go back to this. Hold on, I'ma save this picture right quick. Alright. Now look how they cover her chest up. So y'all won't catch on. Now y'all see what I'm saying? That's why they cover her chest up. Cause maybe her breast wasn't even smushed in. Cause if her breast was smushed, look, it would look like this. Y'all see there how this corner side of the foot kind of, you know what I'm talking about? That's how her breast supposed to, you know what I'm saying, look if it been touching the ground and all the weight on it. You got to look at it like how a corner would look at it. See what I'm saying? All right. Cause this how you determine if the body been moved, tampered with. This how they decide if it was a murder, homicide, death investigation. And keep this in mind, she got hair on her foot. Y'all see the hair screens on her foot? She got hair screens on her foot. How would her screens be on her foot? And on the shoes? Look at the hair screen. Follow my mouth. Y'all see it. Look right here. Her screens. That don't supposed to be there. Her screens. But you know, when you dealing with people, you know what I'm saying, know how to cover up things. You know what I'm saying? They will always miss something. And I'm going to show you what they miss. All right. They want y'all to think when she was laid up. This is why they flipped the body, y'all. Cause they want y'all to be like, yeah, we found her. That's why her hair flat on top of her head. That's why her hair flat on top of her head. Right? Look. That's why her hair is cause she was found in the southwest side of the corner. That's why they moved the body. Cause you know it's finna go in the court. And look how clean the jacket is. In the back. Somebody washed the jacket. And look at all the debris that's on the back of her head. She was hit on her head. Pay-yow, Jack. That's why Rosamund taking that shit down. She supposed to be found in the corner like this here. But she got drag marks on the opposite side of her body. Common sense would tell you, wait a minute, she was dragged at one point in time. Even if they said, well, she was drunk and when you in the freezer, your body would go crazy. But it won't leave these kind of stains. They don't even got these kind of stains on the wall. They don't even got these same stains on the wall. Then she and when you really look at the picture, look at the foot. They had never check this out. She had to have her shoe off to get this injury. Cause when you look at the shoe that's missing, I didn't see no gash in the shoe to cause the injury to make her bleed. Her shoes was off and she was naked. She was naked, Jack. You see the drag marks the whole time right here. She didn't have her shoes on to get this injury. The shoe was off. So how they gonna explain this injury? All right.
Hey, so we got 2 minutes on liver mortis, and that's liver with an O, not an E, and this is the fourth stage of death. This comes right after rigor mortis, and this happens about 2 to 4 hours after death. So liver mortis is the settling of the blood in the body. So when the heart stops pumping, gravity takes effect and the blood starts gravitating to the lowest points. So whether a person is laying or sitting, that blood is going to pool down to the lowest parts of the body and in the lowest parts of the organs. So you'll notice a purpling or a reddening at those lowest points. Up to 12 hours, it's called non-fixed. And that means that the blood can hopefully get recirculated and out of those tissues so you don't see that staining. After 12 hours, they say it's fixed. So there may be staining of the tissue that we cannot get moving again during embalming and sickening of those areas that blood is pulled in. This is especially noticeable if someone has died face down or on their side and that tissue face is stained from the blood settling into it and we can't get that color circulated out. So this is also called hypostasis or postmortem lividity, and you may hear postmortem lividity especially in crime.
Did y'all hear when she said if a person would laying face down? Did y'all hear what she said? If a person would lay face down and you would see the pooling of the blood and you would see stainings in the face, right? All right, let's go back. That's why her hair is covered over her face. Right? Peep the game. Now look, this Kenneka face. They said they're supposed to been laying face down for 21 hours.
Be staining of the tissue that we cannot get moving again during embalming, and so there may be darkening of those areas that blood is pulled in. This is especially noticeable if someone has died face down or on their side and that tissue in the face is stained from the blood settling into it and we can't get that color circulated out. So this is also called hypostasis or postmortem lividity, and you may hear postmortem lividity especially in crime shows. And
Where the staining that was on Kenneka's face? She supposed to be bloodshot red in the face. All this is foul play. All this is foul play. See, Roma just don't want y'all to be like, damn, that's what happened. That's why they released the photos like that. And they got position difference of the body. One more time for this lady here.
Blood in the body. So when the heart stops pumping, gravity takes effect and the blood starts gravitating to the lowest points. So whether a person is laying or sitting, that blood is going to pool down to the lowest parts of the body and in the lowest parts of the organs. So you'll notice a purpling or a reddening at those lowest points. Up to 12 hours, it's called non-fixed. And that means that the blood can hopefully get recirculated and out of those tissues so you don't see that staining. After 12 hours, they say it's fixed. So there may be staining of the tissue that we cannot get moving again during embalming. And so there may be darkening of those areas that blood is pooled in. This is especially noticeable if someone has died face down or on their, and that tissue in the face is stained from the blood settling into it, and we can't get that color circulated out. So this is also called hypostasis or postmortem lividity, and you may hear postmortem lividity especially in crime and in movies. This is important for crime shows and movies because if a body is in one position and then moved, they can tell because that blood will have pooled in one area, and then if the body's moved, it will pool in a secondary area as well. So, livor mortis, stage 4 of death, pooling of the blood. Bye, guys.
Now look at that body. The pooling of the blood. So now why you think they cover up Kenneka's face? Why you think they had to cover up the face? Now y'all see that? She got a fresh bruise on this foot. So that means one point of time she was on this side. All right. One second, guys. 1 second. Now look at the autopsy. The autopsy supposed to be stained, right? If you got pooling of the blood, just say if I'm laid on the same side where my kidneys on, my kidneys gonna be full of blood. So it gonna leave a reddish, you know what I'm talking about? A reddish stain. But look, if you read the autopsy report, only thing you looking for is the color. Cause the color let you know, yeah, they was saying on this side the longest. You know what I'm saying? But everything still pink. The bladder is tan and pink. Look, you go to the abdominal system, gray and pink. The same side she supposed to be saying on is pink. That's when I tell y'all about like cooked meat, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that meat, you know what I'm saying, pink as possible. So you won't let it know how long it been sitting there. Cause if it been sitting there that long, that mean it gonna burn up. That's how you talking, goddamn it, corner talk. So I'm finna go to this video and I'm finna give y'all 2 more minutes of our time.
Here's your 2-minute introduction to rigor mortis. So rigor mortis. Hey, here's your 2-minute introduction to rigor mortis. So rigor mortis is that hardening of the body or the firming of the body.
This the 3rd stage of death, meaning this the heart of the body. The body lock up. You see what I'm saying? They get hot and freeze in the position. That's why it's in the freezer, because they want y'all to think she was froze. In reality, she wasn't froze. See what I'm saying? This the cover up. Cause if you're gonna cover up a murder, you just can't cover up a murder just coming there with a broom and a mop and sweep around the goddamn body. No. If you trying to keep it a secret long enough to nobody don't discover about it, you got to keep fucking with the body. That's why you got to that's why people got tampered with court charges when they kill the body. Like when police officers get charged with murder, they always get tampered with the corpse because they know they moved the body from one location to the next location.
This sets in 2 to 3 hours after death. Fast forward 24 to 36 hours after death, and the rigor mortis has gone away. Now, the muscles have not just relaxed. What has happened is that decomposition has begun, and it's gone into the tissue, and so the tissues in your body are starting to decompose at that point. What creates rigor mortis? It is a protein reaction that happens within the muscle. So it has nothing to do with your bones itself. So what happens is the myosin and the actin connect in your muscles to create a contraction. As you breathe and create oxygen, it creates something called ATP, which busts those apart normally. Well, when you're not breathing, you're not creating oxygen, there's no ATP, so they remain locked. So your muscles remain in a locked position. Now, if you're in a very vigorous activity and there's a lot of oxygen going on and you die quickly, your body goes into a cadaveric spasm.
Now listen what she said. She said if you die quickly, your body can lock instantly, right? Check this out. If she said that, look at Kenneka's hands and look at the position of the body. She looked like she defended herself. That's why they had to tuck the hair up under her hands. Her hand is clutched. So she died quickly like she could have got choked out. You know what I'm talking about? Suffocated. You know, it was real quick. Cause when you in the heat of the moment fighting, this what this lady just said. You in the heat of the moment fighting and somebody get the best of you and start choking you out. Everybody seen a boxing match or UFC. When they hit them with a punch, you know how they body react? They freeze up in the position. Just imagine you getting choked out and trying to tap out. Just imagine he got you in a chokehold and you trying to tap out. And he kept the chokehold long enough for you to die. All right. Listen what this lady just said. I hope that makes sense. You know what I'm talking about? I hope it makes sense. I hope I broke it down pretty cool, but all right. Knowing by the hand gesture, I know where I'm at with it.
Is the myosin and the actin connect in your muscles to create a contraction. As you breathe and create oxygen, it creates something called ATP, which busts those apart normally. Well, when you're not breathing, you're not creating oxygen, there's no ATP, so they remain locked. So your muscles remain in a locked position. Now, if you're in a very vigorous activity and there's a lot of oxygen going on and you die quickly, your body goes into a cadaveric spasm. And so parts of your body can lock up. We see this sometimes in hands that are locked or mouths that are locked. And so the funeral director does what's called breaking of the rigor. And this happens with anybody that has rigor.
Now y'all just heard that lady? That's the same. Look, what she just said, that was exactly you see in the picture of a murder. You just don't die selling in the freezer and your body lock up like that. No. Someone was in there with her when she took her last breath, Jack. And that's the cover up. Y'all gotta think like the way they think. You see what I'm saying? You got to go in there and think what they think. Cause this picture's a dead giveaway. Her whole face supposed to be stained red. Like Santa Claus, you know what I'm saying? Like Santa Claus and he blushing in the face and shit. Man, y'all better thumb me up, Jack. Shit. I'm putting y'all on T. Really, I'm putting y'all on game, man. This ain't nothing to be playing around with. They ain't taking the video down for nothing.
In it. Sometimes it's just bending out of an arm or bending of a shoulder.
I'm gonna stop pausing it right there. That's why she said bending out an arm or bending out a shoulder. The reason why she said that, because everybody want to know how they was able to put Kenneka on the stretcher. Because she was never frozen. She was in the third stage of death, which is this rigor mortis, which her body, you know what I'm saying, in a locked position. But you could determine that in two ways. If she died fast or slow. In the picture, it shows she died a little fast, right? And it also, how Roman manipulated make it look like she died slow. But this picture gave it out because she didn't have the staining in the blood. So that means what you get out of all this, a timeline of the death. So the death supposed to match up with the time and what it show on the footage. That's when I was telling y'all about 10:30. Somebody went in the kitchen and failed to find her, but all the shit that I got pictures. They was already in the kitchen taking pictures, and they got the timestamp on it. So get rid of the footage fast before goddamn it Tregang finally convinced these people what we did. So erase the whole investigation off the website. Cause he bringing up old shit. He brought up old videos of YouTubers. Watch this, y'all.
Or moving of the legs. The more rigor we break up, or the more proteins we can break down within a muscle tissue, the more embalming fluid can go out into those tissues. So we're not actually breaking a bone. We are just moving the joints, moving the muscles to break up that protein so we can get fluids out into them. Now, rigor mortis sets in quicker when there's heat or when there's less muscle tissue, like in a child or an elderly, and it takes longer in somebody that is has more fat or when it's colder. So post your questions below.
Like I said about the meat patty, just say if you was staying with somebody and you finna steal some of their hamburger patties, right? And you know they sleep. So you go in the refrigerator, you sneakily unwrap the goddamn wrapper off the plastic, don't make too much noise. Now you got to cut the eye on real low so you don't want nobody to hear the meat sizzling. And look, you don't want them to smell it neither, so you got to turn the fan on up above the goddamn stove so the scent won't go too far and wake everybody up. Be like, damn, what's all this pie meat I'm smelling? You see what I'm saying? And you got to cook it at a low temperature. The reason why you gotta cook it at low temperature so they won't hear it sizzling and the grease won't pop everywhere, and you gotta wait longer for your meat to get done. Now check this out. If you cook your meat too fast, it gonna look done on the outside, but when you bite on that motherfucker still bloody, juicy, and it's raw and pink on the inside. See what I'm saying? So that's why y'all see the colors in the autopsy report when they say pinkish grayish. What a hamburger patty look like when you first put it on the grill and let it sit for 2 minutes? Gray and pinkish, right? All right. Bye, y'all.
That's 2 minutes on Rigor. Bye, guys. Here's your 2-minute.
The body is going to have an impact. In one part of our body from where, except there is some.
Now, all right, y'all. Y'all gonna have to sit down right now and focus what that lady just told y'all, because this is a video that I watched and she teaching the people about liver mortgage and all this shit, right? What I just told y'all, right? This lady finna tell y'all the same thing, but we going to school like how the detective go and to learn this shit. Cause now y'all finna learn how long the body been there. The reason why Kenneka face ain't stained with blood, and you know what I'm talking about. You don't see the pooling of the blood. It look like Kenneka died fast. You know what I'm saying? Look at her hand clutching around her neck. Irene said her hair was flat iron straight when she left out the room. We clearly see it's covered up. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get into it, Jack.
Except there is something new going on in the world that could possibly change this. How many of you guys have a Fitbit or some kind of a heart rate tracker or an Apple Watch or something like that? Yeah, and so like I had a Fitbit and it keeps track of my heartbeat and then it downloads it. And so when we look at wearable technology like this, we're going to start looking at if someone is deceased and they're wearing something that tracks their heart rate, is that going to give
Not have just something that could track your heart rate. Maybe you could have something else that can track you, like your goddamn cell phone. Ooh, girl, let me go back in your room and go get your phone. Who got my phone? Who got my phone? Irene got you. Let me go in the room and get your phone. Cause look, if a police want so corrupt, they can do a ping on the tower and show you where Kenneka was exactly at, and can locate her body. They can show you when she stopped moving. It's on everybody's phone. Go to your settings. It can let you know, yeah, you want your phone on your body. It could be a detached, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to unlock your screen because we know it's on your body and all that type of shit. All right, let's go to school, y'all, and let's get a time of death.
us a very good estimate of time of death? Because there's going to be a point at which you showed the heart was beating and then it's going to show it no longer did. And then is that evidence going to be admissible in court or not admissible in court? Could it be that it got broken at the time? Could it be, but think about the difference there is. The other thing that's different is your cell phone and how it's tracking you with GPS. So if your cell phone's in your pocket, you're walking along the street. Do any of you guys use like Map My Run or any of that type of?
I got to stop it one more time because I got to say this. Y'all heard what that lady said about GPS? That was mentioned in the police report. That's why they had Bree in the police report. Girl, let me see your phone because I don't have GPS. Everybody was like, what the fuck? She means she ain't got GPS. What is your phone turned off or was it turned on or what? Why she say GPS? But the police said that. So they let you know there's some kind of communication for the separation of the phone. And they show you Bree tied in it because she said, girl, I need your phone because I ain't got GPS. Meaning she had full knowledge of a crime finna be committed and she don't want her phone pinging at the same tower that it can goddamn it convict her later on in investigation. Lieutenant Payal is on deck, Jack.
So if you use any of that, like it's keeping track. So like whenever I exercise, it keeps track of where I am. So like there's a map of Blair and it shows wherever I was. And so if like all of a sudden it shows that I stopped and I was attacked and let's say I'm dead there, then they can go back and see what time did I stop moving. So when we look at estimating time of death, this is going to something that's really going to be changing, but it's going to be, is it admissible in court? How reliable is it? Will it be admissible in court or not? But that's something that you'll see coming up soon. And that's a very new thing. 3 years ago even, nobody wore a heart rate tracker. And now Fitbits and that type of thing are becoming very common. So we've already talked about this. You don't need to write this in. We've talked about all these things a couple times this chapter that we're going to talk about them and use them. Today in our notes, we are going to cover livor mortis and rigor mortis. And after that, we'll go on to algor mortis, which is going to be math problems that you have to be able to do on your test. Then we'll go to stomach and intestinal contents. We will go to stages of decomposition in insects. We're not really going to cover changes in the eye. So today, you're going to learn how to determine time of death using the color of a body and the stiffness of a body. I have pictures in these slides that I added in, so just be aware there are pictures of corpses. If anything bothers you, you can just kind of let me know and we can move on because yesterday we did this during lunch too. So how do you calculate death using the color of a body or the stiffness of a body? So livor mortis. Mortis means death. Livor means color. So the color of death. And this is the back of a corpse here. And so this redness is what we're talking about. It almost looks like bruising. Because of where the body was laying and how it was laying. We'll see why.
Do you have a picture of how it was laying?
No, I don't have a picture of how it's laying. So what happens in death, your blood is no longer pumping through your body, and so that blood is just going to settle down into the lower parts. So if you picture a crime scene, and you get there and there's been a homicide and you see the body, then as that body's been laying there, it makes sense, right? As things are breaking down and tissues are breaking down, that blood is just going to seep to the lowest parts. And that's what you're seeing is the iron from the hemoglobin in the blood. Lividity, say lividity. That's what we call this settling. So livor mortis related to the lividity. This is the key. 2 hours after death, you see rigor or livor mortis set in. So if you were to go to a crime scene and there was no livor mortis, if you looked, the medical examiner would turn the corpse over, look at where it had been laying after they've taken the evidence they need. If there's no evidence of livor mortis, the time of death is going to be estimated at less than 2 hours based on this. So less than 2 hours. I just kind of talked to you about this, and you don't need to write any of it in. It's those red blood cells breaking down. When you have metal that has rusted, what color does the metal turn? When you have iron. an orangish, brownish, reddish color. Iron, the heme and hemoglobin, we're talking about iron groups. So we've got hemoglobin that is making blood red. And so that is what is giving us this color in here. Now, write these in. I think you have to write in the 8 hours and the 2 to 8 hours, and then let's talk about what this means. This discoloration, so this reddish purplish hue, it will become permanent after 8 hours. So if you come upon a body and you're on a crime scene and you're trying to determine this, I want everybody to take your right thumb and press it really hard onto the back of your left hand. So just take one thumb, press it really hard, and now lift it up. And your hand is a different color where your thumb just was, right? In this case, it's white because you've pushed all the blood away. So it's white there. We're going to see the opposite thing happen. So here, when I say that it'll disappear between 2 and 8 hours, what I mean is that if you come to a crime scene and you see this type of livor mortis, if you push on the corpse just like you did on your hand, you're going to see the livor mortis go away. Once it's after 8 hours, the livor mortis is not going to go away. So between 2 and 8 hours, it'll disappear if you're moving or pushing on the corpse. That also helps us know when someone staged a crime scene. So as you can see, this is here. The technician has put their finger down, and there's that spot right there where the livor mortis went away. 2 to 8 hours is when we're going to see this. After 8 hours, you're going to push, and it's not going to change it. The livor mortis is permanent. Okay, warmth accelerates the process.
Is y'all paying attention what that lady just said? This give y'all a timeline. So that means how long this body been here? Or did somebody stage it? You should know this now. We don't see no pooling of the blood. You got 4 stages to death. And to reach them stages, it take 2 hours after the body breathe its last breath. So this means that this body we got pulling of the blood. That's why her jacket back on. If you believe they put her jeans back on, you would believe they put her jacket back on. Remember, she was naked in the pool area. So how long this body been here? No bowel movements. We see a lot of drag marks. Drag marks out the freezer. Follow my mouse. Boot prints. I made lies about this. These is boot prints. I've seen this picture a million times. I got all the screenshots. What you seeing right here is boot prints. Drag marks like it been pushed by a cart or something. Because only a cart can have wheels is this narrow when it comes to pushing on a tile. Her teeth right here. What's this? Y'all got to look at it at a crime scene expert. This how you can solve a crime. What's around the body? How this body was found when it was presented to the public. Then they showed a picture of the shit. Now you can determine, be like, wait a minute, that's foul play, because you said this body been in the freezer for 21 hours. Where the pulling of the blood in the decomposition? Oh, so that's why she in the cooler. Because the freezer didn't work. So keep her in the cooler until get her body at a certain degree. So when they get to snapping pictures, you will have all the different photos. Like this type shit. Hiding this shit. Pulling of the body on the wrong side of the body. This the wrong side the blood supposed to be on. And then look, they need to drug test these police officers because they leaving all evidence. Look at the drag mark. That's like looking in the phone and catching your boo thing cheating. Yeah, I got the evidence right here. Why you text her talking about some you had a nice time. That's what the drag mark look like to me. All right.
We did not rot food just for the sake of rotting food, right? We let our food decompose at 3 different temperatures to see the effect temperature has on decomposition. Yeah, you should be writing it in. In chemistry, if you are doing a chemical reaction in the lab, you don't have time for it to take place on its own. It's a little bit slower one. What do you do with a test tube to make the reaction happen faster? You heat it up. If everything that we look at, we're looking at heat. Heat speeds up reactions. Coolness slows them down. Your Petri dishes on ice, did they change much at all? Your graph should have shown that.
Heat speed the process up. Cooling speed the process down. Meaning you can cover up the liver vorgus, stage the crime scene, and take the pictures at the right time. So when they actually find the body, they already had the pictures. Cause when they actually discover her body already probably decomposed it. Ain't no problem, it decomposed it. But they want to show y'all fresh pictures. You see, man.
Right? Pretty flat graph. Not much changed. So warmth is going to accelerate livor mortis also. What a person is wearing can affect livor mortis. If someone's wearing a wristwatch or a belt, that will impede their blood flow. Think about a bra, like the bottom of a bra, that bra strap. Think about elastic, any elastic, if it's a tight piece of elastic. Think about waistband of underwear, that type of thing. If it's just a tight piece of elastic, it's going to impede blood flow. So this person was wearing a belt. So that belt kept that blood flow. So that's a belt. Now, dual lividity. I think you have to write this in too.
Y'all see that? Of the body right here? This lady was wearing a belt around her waistline. And it left the white mark. Now check this. Kenneka got that on her wrist. Everybody know the watch been tampered with because they cut the watch off and presented another watch. But let's get to this. Right here. Remember when I told y'all, well, it look like her arms been goddamn it tied down to a chair or something. Cause why this right here? It's the same shit what this lady just said about if you were wearing a belt. So y'all see what I'm saying now? Look, man, I'm spilling so much tea, man. This shit finna get me it's really finna get me man, look. Anything happen to me, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all like this here. Don't even feel sorry for me. Just let me know. Just let everybody know, man. Tregang went hard with them suckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know where I'm going when I leave this motherfucker. If you believe in God, shit, you don't fear death. Cause he said he got mansions and he got a room for me. And you think I ain't in a rush to get there? Shit, I might well piss somebody off so they can yeah, pull that trigger right quick so I can go on and get my room. Alright. Let's go back to this again.
Dual avidity will tell us whether or not a body was moved in the first 8 hours. I think I've got that there, yeah.
So tell me, y'all, do this show signs of a body that was being moved and tampered with? Remember the hairstyle and look at it now. Man, come on. Man, come on, man. Look. Do this look like a body being tampered with? Look at the face. Look at it now. They done cover her face up because they trying to protect what this lady just told y'all. If you wanna know if this is if been a staged crime scene, you will see pulling of the blood. So that's why when they first snapped the picture, they had to catch her in this. But now check this out. If you look at her face, it's lighter right here, but kind of reddish at the bottom. So somebody kept flipping her. Know what I'm talking about? Hey man, I'm reading the chat. Like what you said, I gotta smoke. Man, you better fire up, Jack. If y'all need a moment of silence right now to go on and roll up a little something, you know what I'm talking about? Get your mind at ease, and for this tea, go on and do it right now, Jack. Yeah. Alright. And look, on the nail. Everybody wanna know how they got there. It's no questions no more. Yeah, it's been staged. We see it on the thumbnail. Her titty ain't got the pressure point. They blocked that out. Know what I'm talking about? She one laid face down. So yeah, Rosemont, we got you. You staged the crime scene. But why? This the reason why. Because security worked for Rosemont. One of the security is a Rosemont police officer. So that would make it more sense how the way this crime scene is set up. That's probably why they kept telling Miss Teresa, man, we gonna call the police on you. You keep coming up here. Cause the security guard, aka Rosemont police officer, covering up the fucking crime scene in the freezer. For him and the friends. Alright. Lividity can determine if the body been moved in the first 8 hours. Do a lividity. Now you got to use your brain and to think how long that body been here. How long this body been sitting in the freezer, or was in another environment before it was in the freezer? Let me play the footage some more.
So between 2 to 8 hours, remember that this is not permanent. So if you, let's say, and there was a case in northern Colorado where a man got convicted of a crime because of this. So I don't remember if he shot his wife, attacked his wife, what he did, but his wife dies. And his wife's laying there. The guy was actually a cop. The wife is there, and in the process of trying to figure out what to do, he figures out how he's going to stage this crime scene. And so he moves her body. Well, he moved her body after it had been 2 hours. Like, so he's cleaning up, he's doing all this, and then he moves the body. So then when they find the body and they come to investigate, I don't remember if he said it was self-defense or suicide. And they could see things like the marks on her shins, like she had some marks on her shins that shouldn't have been there. There's all sorts of things to help determine if the witness is being truthful or not. But the big one for this was dual lividity, because she had had lividity in one part of her body from where she'd been laying, and then he moved her to the other side of her body in trying to set the crime scene. So then she still kept that dual lividity. So let's say originally she was on her back, and so that blood all pooled down the back side of her body, and then he put her on her front in the staged crime. In one part of her body from where she'd been laying, and then he moved her to the other side of her body in trying to set the crime scene. So then she still kept that dual lividity. So let's say originally she was on her back, and so that blood all pooled down the back side of her body, and then he put her on her front in the staged crime scene. I don't remember what it was. Then some of that pooling is going to stay in her back, and then some of that body fluid is going to move to her front too. So dual lividity tells you, was this body moved after death? Was it moved? Okay, so that is livor mortis. It can tell us several times. It can tell us if you've come upon a crime scene.
So y'all tell me, had the body been moved? Now look, watch this. Notice when she gave y'all the story, he said an ex-cop want to stage the crime scene. She giving y'all a story of a cop that stages a crime scene by him being the police. Look at the same tactics that went on with the Kenneka case, and y'all looking right dead at it, Jack. You still want to act like you slow and you don't know and don't want to comprehend? Or do you need a psychic reader and be like, yeah, let me give you a psychic reading on this shit, and maybe they'll convince you then. All right, watch this. How long that body been moved?
And there is no lividity in the corpse. Tell the person sitting next to you how long that it has been since that person became deceased. So I heard a lot of less than 2 hours. If you come to a crime scene and you find the corpse and you end up turning it over and you see the lividity and you push down on the corpse and you pick up your finger and nothing changes, how long has it been since their time of death? More than 8 hours. And if you
Y'all heard what she said? When you come up on the crime scene, if you're a police officer, you got to touch the body and see how long the body been there. This is why y'all read it in the police report. The security, aka the beverage man, said he walked in the freezer and seen the body, and he touched the body and left and got the police. And what the police did, he touched the body too to see how long the body was there. This what make you a police officer and a good detective. They let you, man, look. Y'all don't see the cover up now? Man, look how long that body been in the freezer. Can somebody give me an accurate timeline? Y'all seen the pictures. This lady just told y'all, she finna tell y'all some more. I ain't gonna tell you, give me a timeline right now, But I'm gonna let y'all watch the video a little more, and maybe you will be like, okay, I'm ready to answer the question.
Push down and there's a change. How long has it been? Awesome. Okay, rigor mortis, the stiffening of death. Rigor mortis is the stiffness of death. So again, mortis is death, and then rigor is stiffening. At death, your skeletal muscles can't relax because of a buildup of calcium. When there's calcium buildup in your muscles, and so they're not going to relax. If you've taken anatomy, you know that mechanism, and you know the effect of calcium. We're not going to worry about it in here. So the muscles become rigid, stiff or rigid. Bless you. You're going to see, oh, you guys still writing? Are you good? You're going to see this happen 2 hours after death. So again, we see about 2 hours being this mark. So it starts about 2 hours after death. Very similar, yeah. Now, this one is going to be interesting, and this is going to be a key to determining time of death. It starts in the head and works its way down through the legs. Oh, because of the arm, yeah, definitely. After 12 hours, the body is at its most rigid state. So 12 to 15 hours is full rigidity. If you turn to page, let me find, there's a chart in your book. Yeah, I would guess so. I don't know. What have you seen with hunting? So if you open your book to 3:14 to 3:15, well, think about how much smaller. Well, it depends on how big the animal is. 3:14 to 3:15 is going to show you some charts. They're also in your notes. So charts to help you determine time of death. So from 12 to 15 hours, we're going to see peak rigor mortis. Now let me tell you, what we're going to see with rigor mortis, and I am the worst artist ever, is we're going to see it start at the head and work its way down. So about 2 hours, we're going to see stiffness in this area of the body. By the time we get to 12 hours, the entire body has become rigid. So let's say that you come upon a corpse and you see rigidity through the face, neck, and chest. How long would you estimate the time of death to be? Yeah, 6 hours would be a good estimate, 5 to 7, somewhere in that.
Now tell me, how long this body been here? What stages this is? And remember what's missing, right? Oh, y'all ain't thumbing me up, Jack. Oh, man, I'm taking y'all to school with this shit. Look at her hand. Remember when the lady said, oh, yeah, she died really quick and it was like she didn't say like a fight or a tussle. She said a lot of oxygen involved. That means that you fighting, you in heavy breathing mode, fighting for your life. And somebody get the best of you and get to choking you out, right? That's how your body gonna freeze. Now look, what you think her body froze like? And y'all said, and then look, looking at the body, look at the legs. Is she in full stages of rigor mortis? She from rigor mortis from the head down to the waistline, or if she in full rigor mortis. So now you got to determine, like, okay, her body froze at the top, but her body froze at the bottom too. Her leg, because it's stiff. So how long this body been in this freezer, in this position?
Not an exact science for us in this class. So about 6 hours. Now what you're going to learn in a minute is that when rigor mortis goes away, so 12 to 15 hours is full rigidity. And then at 15 hours, it's going to start going away. And it's going to go away in the same direction it started. So let's say you find a crime scene and you discover the same thing. But in this case, this is not rigid and this is rigid. What would the time of death be then?
18 hours.
Yeah, I haven't told you yet. This is going to be 36 to 48 hours down here.
Y'all heard what she said? 36 to 48 hours. That's why you got 36 hours of footage. Pie y'all. That's why you got 36 hours of footage. Because if you can solve the body, what you seeing on the crime scene, watch this. This is what you seeing right here. Make your timeline of the cause of death. Look, y'all. Right here. Is this full riggage or halfway? Now let's go back to what she said.
Then. Yeah, I haven't told you yet. This is going to be 36 to 48 hours down here. So 36 to 48 hours is when it's all gone. So about halfway between 15 and 36, right? Yeah, so just keep that in mind. The body, rigor sets in from the head down, rigor goes away from the head down.
That's probably why they flipped her into position to take pictures. Cause they told Miss Teresa, yeah, you know, I'm talking about they had to keep Miss Teresa waiting until the rigor mortis of the body, how the way it behaved after hours. They will wait on a particular timeline to present the body to Miss Teresa. Man, look, y'all grown. You can figure this shit out yourself.
So keep that in mind, and that's what we're going to be doing this activity is calculating that. So after about 15 hours, those muscle fibers are going to break down, so they're no longer contracted. That's why rigor mortis is going to go away. After 36 hours, most of the stiffness will be gone. 48 hours for sure. I would make it, yeah.
So they have a way of knowing, like, after the body was stiff and then it isn't rigid anymore, they have a way of knowing that it's not, like, newly deceased, but it's already been deceased for a while.
Absolutely, absolutely. If the body has no visible signs of rigor, so crime scene, there's a body with no stiffness, hairstyling back there. Body with no stiffness, it's been dead for less than 2 or more than 48 hours. Yeah. An example would be this. If there's rigor only in the head and neck, we're going to put that time of death just over 2 hours. So it starts in the head and neck first. Add this to your notes. It disappears in the head and neck first also. So wherever it starts is where it goes away first. Yeah?
So the rigor goes away after 48 hours.
It's completely gone after 48 hours.
So that how do you tell if it's fresh?
Well, if there's no rigor at all, that's a good question, and it's one I was going to ask you guys to answer. So you come upon a corpse, and there's no rigor mortis. So what you know is it's less than 2 or more than 48 hours. You've already learned something today that would tell you, is it less than 2 or is it more than 48? At your tables, figure out what you learned and explain it. You should know enough now to say whether it's less than 2 or more than 48. Which of those is it?
Look, check this out, y'all. This is the reason why they took the footage off the website. Because the shit that I just showed y'all, the footage would show who moved the body. When you come up with a timeline and be like, she been here this long, guess who you will see pop up on the footage and move the body. That's why they got rid of the footage. Cause once y'all actually really figure out the truth, Rosemont, the whole city, going down.
You learned it today. Less than 2 or more than 48. You should know enough now to say whether it's less than 2 or more than 48. Which of those is it? You learned it today. Less than 2 or more than 48. Absolutely, lividity, your liver mortis. If there's liver mortis, then you know it's the 48. If there's also no liver mortis, then it's less than 2. Next class, we're going to learn about body temperature, and that's going to tell you a lot also.
Did y'all hear what she just said? If you choose this, it's less than 2 hours. But if you choose this less than this over 48 hours. Hello, Jack. Y'all better think about it real quick. You see that? So that means whoever moved the body gonna be seen on the footage going into the location where she would discover it to move the body. And guess who on the footage? Guess who on the footage? I told y'all for months. Said, man, y'all better watch that footage. You'll never know. They might take footage down. In case y'all find out the real truth. All right.
Okay, so again, we're going to see factors that affect all of these. They're pretty much all going to be related to heat. So ambient temperature, that just means the temperature of the air. What's the air temperature around the corpse? You do not, you're correct. So if it's cooler in the room or the area where the body is, then that's going to slow down the onset of rigor mortis. You'll want to finish watching this so you know how to do this. The podcast, just fast forward to that point. If it's warmer outside, yeah, go to the forensic science box in the middle and then go down to chapter 11, death, and it'll be there. If it's warmer, it's going to happen faster. Yeah, good luck. So just like with the drawer, room temperature, we saw the reactions of decomposition happening faster than in the fridge and freezer. The body is going to have an impact. Adipose tissue stores oxygen. Oxygen, it's the lack of oxygen that causes rigor mortis to set in. So if there's no oxygen, rigor mortis is going to come later. And clothing is going to hold in heat. So if you have a fully clothed body, rigor mortis will occur a little bit faster than if you have a naked body. So we're going to just learn these factors, and then you're going to do an activity that you're going to do together as a class, or well, in groups or as a class, however you want to do it, and calculate time of death based on these. You guys good? You got all this? Good. Okay, a few other factors. Illness, and again, this is going to go back to temperature. If the person dies with a fever, rigor mortis will happen faster because of the increase in body temperature. If the person dies of hypothermia, Rigor is going to happen slower because that's hypothermia is basically freezing.
Man, y'all heard what she said, hypothermia? And that what the autopsy said she supposed to die from, right? But look, rigor mortis happens slower. So that means in the freezer, is she really in rigor mortis stages? Cause when they took the pictures, now you finna open your mind up like, damn, Tregang, you hit me hard with that one. Now let me put my motherfucking thinking cap on, goddamn it, cause you sure got me thinking tonight. Yeah, you better keep thinking, Jack, cause thinking good for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't never worry, cause worry will make you sick. All right, check this out.
Hypo means low in comparison to what it's being compared to, so low temperature. The level of physical activity at the time of death. If they're exercising, it's going to happen faster for two reasons. When you exercise, do you get warm or do you get cold? The other thing is, when you're using a muscle, you're using up your oxygen that's available.
All right. Before I let it go, y'all heard what she's saying, right? About when you working out. Remember when the lady said, ooh, if you die suddenly, and if it's a lot of oxygen, meaning that you doing some kind of hypertension, that you breathing hard, you know, or you fighting, your body will lock up, right? Watch what this lady finna tell y'all, and I'm finna rewind this. Now watch this.
Physical activity at the time of death. If they're exercising, it's going to happen faster for two reasons. When you exercise, do you get warm or do you get cold? The other thing is, when you're using a muscle, you're using up your oxygen that's available. So you're going to lose that oxygen availability. So let's say Natalie wants to get buff. And she wants some nice big biceps. So she's in the weight room doing bicep curls like crazy. Hunter's thinking he needs to be buff too. He picks up a weight. He's kind of careless. He turns around and he swings with the weight in his hand and he knocks Natalie out. He actually kills her. He hits her so hard. So Stella's on her way to get buff too, and Hunter panics, runs off. Stella comes up, finds Natalie, and needs to figure out when Natalie died because she's a CSI. And so what she finds, and she's not willing to undress her, thank you. So she doesn't know anything about lividity. All she can look at is rigor mortis. And what she notices is that she can move Natalie's head and neck. She can move Natalie's legs, but Natalie's arms are stiff and already in rigor mortis. How long has it been since Hunter knocked out Natalie?
Less than 2 hours.
Why?
Because she was lifting out at the time. So
Notice
Absolutely.
this lady. Look,
And
y'all.
there's nothing in the head
Wait
or
a
neck yet,
minute.
so we know that has.
Y'all just heard what this lady just said about the hands? About the hands, right? Now, how long was Kenneka fight? We already know that Kenneka at one point in time fought for her life. Is this what we seeing on the screen right now? That when she was fighting for her life, just like what the lady said, maybe she was exercising. Just think about exercising. Just say Kenneka in there exercising, right? Because she's using a lot of oxygen. She working out, right? Now look what this lady just said.
He actually kills her. He hits her so hard. So Stella's on her way to get buff too, and Hunter panics, runs off. Stella comes up, finds Natalie, and needs to figure out when Natalie died because she's a CSI. And so what she finds, and she's not willing to undress her, thank you. So she doesn't know anything about lividity. All she can look at is rigor mortis. And what she notices is that she can move Natalie's head and neck. She can move Natalie's legs, but Natalie's arms are stiff and already in rigor mortis. How long has it been since Hunter knocked out Natalie?
Less than 2 hours.
Why?
She was lifting out at the time, so his muscles were already stiff.
Absolutely. And there's nothing in the head or neck yet, so we know that hasn't. So that's
So look, y'all, that means Kenneka used her arms and her hand more than she used her own body. Cause look at the position that she froze up in. She didn't froze up like this for being frozen in the freezer. She was froze like this in the heat of the moment. When it went down, Jack, do you got a timeline that you could present to me? What time this body been in this freezer? Everybody talking about, ooh, look at her hand balled up like she had her phone in her hand. No. She was fighting for her life at the heat of the moment. She didn't have nothing in her hands. She ain't had shit in her hands. The police blew out the breast because the breast would have been a dead giveaway if she would land on her face. That's why they cover her face, Jack.
how exercise can have an effect. On your activity today, you're going to see some problems like that. If someone's running, we're going to see maybe their thighs will exhibit rigor first. Now, if your arms exhibit rigor first, a lot of times you'll see the arms also lose their rigor first. So we will see that. Okay. And then sun exposure again comes back to heat. It all comes back to either temperature or oxygen. Usually temperature.
Look, y'all heard that? Now y'all got to choose from temperature or oxygen. Temperature or oxygen. But they got her in the cool. Ooh, we Jack. Now y'all see what I'm saying? Look, that's why she probably end up in the cooler, in the freezer, cause they want y'all to think, they don't want y'all to think like temperature and oxygen. Cause definitely determine and give you the time of death and how she died at the heat of the moment. But now Roman said, fuck that. Tell them they froze, Jack. You got two options to choose. From what this lady just said, I'm going to rewind it 10, 20 seconds back. And what you say, boo?
Will exhibit rigor first. Now, if your arms exhibit rigor first, a lot of times you'll see the arms also lose their rigor first. So we will see that. Okay. And then sun exposure again comes back to heat. It all comes back to either temperature or oxygen.
Temperature, oxygen. Now you get your time of death. Let me see if y'all be correct. This is just a learning mechanism right now. And I challenge y'all to give me an accurate timeline when you feel like you got the correct answer. But you got to choose between heat and the cold. But look at the body before you choose. Like what they said, did she freeze or did she get hot? Was she cold or did she got hot? Remember they said, ooh, Kenneka was hot at one point in time. Maybe the police told them to say that. And then when they actually come to the crime scene, we see her looking frozen shit. They try to sell us the frozen ticket. Like we finna go for that. Like they treat us like we dumb or something. All right. Let Boo Thing tell us what's going on, y'all.
TV shows make it look so much easier.
Oh my gosh, TV, are you all right? I mean, we are really learning just nothing compared to what a real CSI does, but you can see that it's highly simplified. Okay, keep your notes out and go to the next page of your notes, especially if you didn't open up your book. And you will see the chart that is in your book on the next page of your notes. So that will be handy. I will tell you on your test, you will be calculating time of death using rigor mortis, liver mortis, and algor mortis. We'll be putting them all together.
This one or the other one?
The one that talks about algor mortis and liver mortis. So let me tell you how you're going to do these. After I'm done telling you, you can sit wherever you want and work with whoever you want. But let me tell you first what we're going to do. Number one, okay, so first of all, on part A, estimate the approximate time of death. So underline estimate the approximate time of death. So estimate the approximate time of death for each of the following situations. Explain each of your answers. Underline explain or circle the word explain. I will tell you now, I'm not requiring complete sentences, okay? No complete sentences on this. But make sure you give the time of death and then explain. So let's do number one together. A body was found with no evidence of rigor mortis. What would you estimate the time of death as?
Either less than 2 hours or more than 48 hours.
Less than 2 or more than 48 hours. Absolutely. Now explain that.
Because the body does not have any signs of rigor before 2 hours.
Absolutely.
And it goes away after 48. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So part A, write that in and then everybody go with me to part B. Because part A is pretty self-explanatory and straightforward. And then I want to talk to you about part B just a little bit. In part B, they're going to throw in some of those special case scenarios. Maybe air conditioning was on. Maybe someone was obese. Maybe they'd been exercising. So what I would
They were defrosting the freezer. Like, look, that what they told Miss Teresa, they had to let the freezer defrost to get an autopsy on the body before they could let her review the body. That's your air conditioner, right? Let her keep talking.
do on this is you're going to estimate, and then I want you to add in explain. So same thing here, estimate the time of death, and then explain. And so time of death, how long since death? Like, has it been 12 hours, 4 hours? What you'll do on some of them is you'll just say, okay, so this person, they had rigor through from their head to their waist. What would that be if they have rigor head to waist? About how many hours? 6 or 7 hours. Now, what if it also says they were in an air-conditioned room? Would it go faster or slower?
Slower.
Slower. So the way I would answer that is I would say 8 to 9 hours, and then as my explanation, I'd say 6 to 7 is normal, air conditioning slows it down. Does that make sense? So start with what normal would be and then add on the conditions. So you guys can work together on this. See how far you can get. I'll give you some time to work on it. You can work in groups. Use your notes on that chart.
Here's your 2-minute introduction to rigor mortis. So rigor mortis
Money thing, well, anyway, yeah, I'm back. We put her on our back. I'm back. Yeah, that's what I already say. Because You want the Monifa status? Y'all got me fucked up. First of all, Tiara time at some. If it wasn't for me, Kenneka would be here. It won't be here. She'll still be here, bitch. If it wasn't for Monifa, she'll still be here. Cause if all my friends, 10 toes, if any of them drunk, I'm dropping them off. Right then and there, I'm not waiting. Fuck you talking about. Then, on top of that, I'm not leaving my friend unattended drunk. No way, no how, no form of fashion. No way, no how, no form of fashion. Fuck you talking about. And then you on this bitch cloud chasing Monifa. Stay talking about some they saying your name. Bitch, they ain't saying your name. They saying my name. My name being dragged in the dirt. I'm the motherfucker in the middle of this shit because of you. Fuck you talking about, bitch. You on here steady clout chasing. Ain't shit wrong with you, bitch. You want the clout. That's what you want. That's what you looking for. The clout. Ain't shit happened to you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Your name ain't been dragged in the dirt. None of that. It's me. Bitch, steady on here talking to me. If it wasn't for me, Kenneka still be here. Bitch, you left her drunk in the hallway by herself unattended, a fake ass friend. That's what you did. You left her unattended and remind you told me out your own mouth, Monifa. Yeah, Kenneka gone. What's
Look, the reason why I'm playing this video, cause they said Kenneka came up missing at 2:30, right? According to the paperwork. Now, what y'all just heard about the timeline, the cause of death, and all this. Now y'all got to start from 2:00 and listen to Irene what she said. And maybe it will help out to determine how long Kenneka was alive.
she go? I tell your ass, go look for her. How did you lose her? That was within 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds, did you go back? No. You stayed and party. Fuck you talking about. You got me fucked up. I'm not finna keep hushing up for you bitches. Neither one of y'all. You and Maya left her, but I ain't you. It's you right now. It's about you right now, Monifa. It's all about you right now. Fuck you talking about. Since you going making statuses and Tiara, I will beat your ass. I will beat the fuck out you. I don't want to talk to you, period. Ain't nothing to talk about. And then I try to get them to come back with me to the party, to go to the hotel to come search. Then neither one of them bitches come? No. Fuck you talking about. I went to the hotel by my motherfucking self and go help and look for my friend. Did y'all do it? No. Y'all stayed back to mess with me. I'm laughing at her. I'm laughing at the fact that you, Tiara, I'm laughing at you because you started yelling what you gonna do and ain't did shit. My window wide open and you ain't touching bust a move with your fake tough ass. Bitch, you ain't like that. You got me fucked up. That's what I was laughing at. You. That's why the laughing part come at you. And I'm gonna laugh at you again. Next time I'm knocking your ass out. Fuck you time out. Fuck, bitch. It's that when I see you. Cause I don't trust you. You hang with her enemies. Fuck you time out. She don't like them people, but you hang with them. Yeah, did you tell me you said fucked her? She grown? All that? No. No, you didn't. That's your friend. That's your best friend. You so hurt, but you hang with her enemies. I don't give a fuck. It ain't my beef, but I'll never talk to them people. You hanging with them people. You living with them people. I'm confused about you, baby. You got me fucked up. Fuck you talking about my loyalty lays with my friend. You the same person telling Bree
don't call her
mama. Yeah, come out and don't call her mama, all that. Y'all trying to point the fingers at me. Got me fucked up. I'm 10 toes behind 20, 1,000 behind Kenneka. You got me fucked up. You tweaking. Fuck you talking about who? Mariah. She knew Kenneka ain't like Mariah, but she hanging with her. That's who. You know who, because you come. Then
they took off. Monisha took off to be a drunk. She was laying on me. They get crazy, we get wild.
Yeah, motherfucker know how I get. Ain't no motherfucker talk crazy yet.
Ain't nobody gonna play with nobody.
So, anyways, back to the party. We now she told me she finna get the phone. We watch bam. 2, not even 2. I want to say 30 seconds later, Monifa came in my face. Kenneka missing. I looked at her ass. How the fuck is a grown lady missing? Go fucking find her. Did she go do it? No. Okay, party. The Lil Wayne song came on. Everybody turned up to that bitch. Then Shakara said, my sister.
Looking around, going to back.
I didn't come to the party with her. That's what I'm saying. Right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? You making sure your car's safe. That's my friend. I made sure she was safe in the party, but outside the party, I'm not understanding how I'm gonna make sure she's safe if she leaving with the people she came with. I'm confused. I can't. I'm
it's hypey. So while she looking for her friend, it's already turned the fuck up at the hotel. It's turned up. Now the police done came. So the police thinking it's a party because it's a bunch of kids in the midst of commotion. She done run back to the hotel room now. Police there and all types of shit now. She come back in the hotel room. Y'all come on, it's time to go. Now everybody's scattering, getting up. Now the girl makes a status. She's like, girl, you don't give a fuck about your best. She's like, shut up, because when I told y'all to help me look for her, wasn't nobody trying to help me look for her. So meantime, in between time, y'all, this is at 3 something in the morning. This is at 3 something in the morning, y'all. This is when the police came and all that. This was at 3 something in the morning, the police came. So the girl was like, bitch, we didn't help you look for her because you came back on some like you was joking or shit. We didn't know to take you serious. You took your friend up out of here and you didn't come back with her. So everybody's wondering, like, everybody knew what was going on. No, nobody know what's going on, because all they know is that that bitch came and took her friend up out of there off that bed and ran her ass up out of there. And she came and returned, like, in her mind, she like, so-and-so didn't ring. No, bitch. You took her out of here, bitch. Where'd she go? She's like, girl, help me look for her. And they looking at her, bitch, like, what the fuck you mean help you look for her? Girl, where the fuck? I don't understand. That's how it all went the fuck down. So now everybody done came. Yeah. So why they want to make it seem like she drugged out the room and she just disappeared? No, that bitch drugged her friend out the room for that nigga's satisfaction and then for her satisfaction. And when her and that nigga split up and when she came, she thought that they were gonna do what they do and they all was gonna meet back up and her friend was gonna walk back up in that room together. But in reality, that nigga done went and did some dirty shit. And when she came back to link back with her friend, she didn't know where that friend was or that nigga went. By that time, she done left this nigga, because now she wondering where her friend went. And now this nigga done went and met his homie in the lot and they gone. Now the police done pulled up because there's so many people. By this time, there's so many, because everybody's like, oh, well, what happened to the people that she was giving the the room number to? Because by that time, while they all getting their rocks off, these people are showing up, so it's getting deep. So motherfuckers done called the police. So by the time everything done went down, now it's a commotion. So when everybody got to coming out the hotel and all this and that, the best friends pump faking like she was behind me and I knew I had me and da-da-da-da-da. Motherfuckers like, well, shit, we ain't seen her since you took her out the room. Everybody's not paying to the matters and the facts of the situation. I don't get no fuck. They better get that little bitch and they better get that little bitch and lock that little, the best friend. Them ain't the niggas that touched her. Y'all looking, everybody blaming these niggas that they see in the reflection of that girl's glasses, but they not understanding that the girl that's sitting on the bed back is face towards the door. So everything that's behind her is the hotel door in the bathroom. Everything that was in front of her was the windowsill in the other motherfucking bed sitting across from her. Them niggas was all sitting on the bed. It's more than them niggas that was in there. It was more. And then y'all too busy focusing on none of them niggas. I done found 2 other niggas other than the niggas that y'all see in the reflection that was in there, that was at the motherfucking party. Because now they talking about the bitch, talking about the little bitch should have been taking dick and quit hollering about being raped. So y'all focusing on all the wrong little niggas. Them little niggas was in that hotel room lame as hell sitting back. Because if you see her, alright, my life started. So, I've been sitting on this motherfucking couch, my nigga, for about hours. What time is it now? That's the right time?
On the couch for about 2-3 hours, dude. It's about 9 o'clock, dude. You're tripping.
Nigga, remind y'all, I've been sitting here for hours, my nigga. When I tell y'all, I done read screenshots. I done read comments. But listen, everybody's all the wrong shit. So if everybody want to know what I'm talking about the little girl that got killed in Chicago and left in the refrigerator. On my life, I done figured the whole situation out, my nigga.
About to leave. Rosemont police told us, and no, you talking about the day of. Speaking of the day of, motherfucker, let me go back to that. Let me go back to the party since everybody want to know everything. I'm out where I put it all out there, right? So day of party. Shit, we partying. Now, she said, Monifa came to me. And was like, Monifa or Maya came to me and was like, it was Maya. Give me Kenneka phone because we finna go. Mind you, Bribri is not there. Who's gonna be the driver?
Maya can't drive on the expressway.
Maya can't drive or Monifa can't drive.
So they say.
As that's what they was telling me.
That's what they was yelling.
So Maya got the phone. Monifa was supposed to be in the hallway. Whatever the fuck the case supposed to be. I don't remember that part of I remember seeing Maya, but I don't remember Monifa coming back in the room.
They was still in
But
the
you
room.
come talking about some shit. I don't get no fuck because everybody get whooped. I can line them up. Oh, I'm done talking because of a motherfucker steady playing me.
They get crazy, we get wild.
Yeah, motherfucker know how I get. Ain't no motherfucker talk crazy yet.
Ain't nobody gonna play with nobody.
So, anyways, back to the party. We now she told me she finna get the phone. We watch bam. 2, not even 2. I want to say 30 seconds later, Monifa came in my face. Kenneka missing. I looked at her ass. How the fuck is a grown lady missing? Go fucking find her. Did she go do it? No. Okay, party. The Lil Wayne song came on. Everybody turned up to that bitch. Then Shakara said, my sister.
Looking around, going to back.
I didn't come to the party with her. That's what I'm saying. Right or wrong, am I right or wrong? You making sure your car's safe. That's my friend. I made sure she was safe in the party, but outside the party, I'm not understanding how I'm gonna make sure she's safe if she leaving with the people she came with. I'm confused. I can't. I'm making sure me and my people safe. I made sure she was safe until she searched after doors. That part was on Monifa and them.
And that was the last thing you said. Y'all be safe.
That part was on Monifa and them. After doors. That part was on Monifa and them. I'm making sure me and my people safe. I made sure she was safe until she searched after doors. That part was on Monifa and them.
And that was the last thing you said. Y'all be safe.
Then
they took off. Monifa took off to being drunk. She was laying on me. She said, "Come on, you lose sleep around."
But I thought she was laying on Irene. So Irene said Kenneka was laying on her. Now y'all see all the fuckery that's going on. It make a lot of sense now. Now it made a lot of sense why Irene went live. This her live before MTV came out. She made it live before MTV came out, her, Shamaya, and Monifa and shit. Then MTV came out with their documentary. Everybody was like, damn, these bitches snitching now, they telling. Then that's when I get the letter. Then I get the letter like, damn, I spilled the tea on the letter and caused an uproar in the YouTube streets. Now check this out. Now we fully understand why they went live like that. Because of this.
Nigga, hurry up and put your friend in the freezer, my nigga, and done called his homie, and you not knowing because the homie done split up from you. He done called his homie like, hey, nigga, where you at, nigga? What up, nigga, where you at? You and Shorty done? He about telling his homie like, yeah, we done. Where you? Meet me at the door. They done met up at the car. Now these niggas gone. You come back and return to the hotel room. Now, shut up. No, shut up. No. No. Fuck all that, because this is the truth. Now, it's hypey. So while she looking for her friend, it's already turned the fuck up at the hotel. It's turned up. Now the police done came. So the police thinking it's a party because it's a bunch of kids in the midst of commotion. She done run back to the hotel room now. Police there and all types of shit now. She come back in the hotel room. Y'all come on, it's time to go. Now everybody's scattering, getting up. Now the girl makes a status. She's like, girl, you don't give a fuck about your best. She's like, shut up, because when I told y'all to help me look for her, wasn't nobody trying to help me look for her. So meantime, in between time, y'all, this is at 3-something in the morning. This is at 3-something in the morning, y'all. This is when the police came and all that. This was at 3-something in the morning, the police came. So the girl was like, bitch, we didn't help you look for her because you came back on some like you was joking or shit. We didn't know to take you serious. You took your friend up out of here and you didn't come back with her. So everybody's wondering, like, everybody knew what was going on. No, nobody know what's going on, because all they know is that bitch came and took her friend up out of there off that bed and ran her ass up out of there. And she came and returned, like, in her mind, she like, so-and-so didn't return back to the room. They like, no, bitch. You took her out of here, bitch. Where'd she go? She's like, girl, help me look for her. And they looking at her, bitch, like, what the fuck you mean help you look for her? Girl, where the fuck is her? And you know, she over 18 now. So you know, as friends, we all thinking to ourselves, girl, where her grown ass go? Where this grown ass bitch could be? That's how our minds is thinking, because in reality, our minds don't go to danger. Our minds don't go to danger instantly. We thinking like we turning up, bitch. Bitch, where y'all bitches just leave out this room to? So nobody was taking her serious at that point. So that's where everybody don't understand. That's how it all went the fuck down. So now everybody done came. Yeah. So why they want to make it seem like she drugged out the room and she just disappeared? No, that bitch drugged her friend out the room for that nigga's satisfaction and then for her satisfaction. And when her and that nigga split up and when she came, she thought that they were gonna do what they do and they all was gonna meet back up and her friend was gonna walk back up in that room together. But in reality, that nigga done went and did some dirty shit. And when she came back to link back with her friend, she didn't know where that friend was or that nigga went. And by that time, she done left this nigga, because now she wondering where her friend went. And now this nigga done went and met his homie in the lot and they gone. Now the police done pulled up because there's so many people. By this time, there's so many, because everybody's like, oh, well, what happened to the people that she was giving the the room number to? Because by that time, while they all getting their rocks off, these people are showing up. So it's getting deep. So motherfuckers done called the police. So by the time everything done went down, now it's a commotion. So when everybody got to coming out the hotel and all this and that, the best friends pump faking like she was behind me and I knew I had her with me and da-da-da-da-da. Motherfuckers like, well, shit, we ain't seen her since you took her out the room. Everybody's not paying to the simple, the matters and the facts of the situation. I don't get no fuck. They better get that little bitch and they better get that little bitch and lock that little, the best friend. Them ain't the niggas that touched her. Y'all looking, everybody's blaming these niggas that they see in the reflection of that girl's glasses, but they not understanding that the girl that's sitting on the bed back is face towards the door. So everything that's behind her is the hotel door in the bathroom. Everything that was in front of her was the windowsill in the other motherfucking bed sitting across from her. Them niggas was all sitting on the bed. It's more than them niggas that was in there. It was more. And then y'all too busy focusing on none of them niggas. I done found 2 other niggas other than the niggas that y'all see in the reflection that was in there, that was at the motherfucking party. Because now they talking about the bitch, talking about the little bitch should have been taking dick and quit hollering about being raped. So y'all focusing on all the wrong little niggas. Them little niggas was in that hotel room lame as hell sitting back. Because if you see her in the I'm sorry, y'all, got cotton mouth some more shit. If y'all see the little niggas in the reflection of the guys, they sitting there, the other nigga in the blue coat, he leaning. That's the one who y'all think was the girl sucking dick. In reality, that's the little nigga that's sitting there linked like this with the blue coat on with something on his lips. And then he's sitting next to him is a big thick little nigga, the medium built nigga with the coat on, the red coat on. And then next to him, wasn't nobody next to him at first, if y'all noticed. It was a friend, it was a boy that walked up, but y'all think they're girl jeans because our niggas is so confused these days. These niggas is running around with jeans just as tight as ours. That was a nigga with his thick ass thighs and them motherfucking tore up jeans. Everybody, and y'all got them jackets confused because if y'all realize there's 4 bitches in that room that had on jean jackets. Chicago just on that jean jacket shit right now. If you go through them little girls' pictures, you can see them in jean jackets. I guess just Chicago just on some jean jacket shit right now. You feel me? So, no, that girl in the live video does not have on a girl's dead jacket. No, them niggas that y'all see in the reflection of her glasses are not the same niggas that y'all hear in the background arguing. That shit that y'all are hearing in the background is going on by the bathroom and by the door of the fucking hotel room. All them people y'all see in them reflections is just motherfuckers that's sitting around bothered because the party ain't turned up. You got niggas over there by the door trying to take somebody pussy. Then you got this little bitch with these beetle ass glasses on looking like a fly that caught a bleach fade. And then you got the YouTube ain't working. Then you got hater shit going on. That's what the fuck really went the fuck down.
Then you got people showing up.
Period. So, and whoever Destiny Brown is talking about, shut up, bitch, you can go suck your mama's dick and get up off my shit. Now, how about that, bitch? Go find you something to do, bitch. Now, anyways, who else want to get blocked? Because I'm speaking some real motherfucking shit. Now, that's what the fuck happened to that little ass girl. And everybody's wondering, like, so y'all didn't know that little girl was in the freezer for a whole day? Y'all got to understand, whoever been working there, whoever's been working there, know that that freezer was unoccupied. So, in your mind, who goes and checks on an unoccupied freezer at work? I wouldn't. It don't work. Anybody know opening up an unoccupied freezer, that shit stinks. So, anybody working there probably sees it every day, ain't gonna think to their head like, oh, let me check on this freezer. It's unoccupied. For one, the freezer wasn't even supposed to be turned on. That nigga done turned the freezer on and some more shit. This is an unoccupied freezer. This freezer does not have nothing to do with what goes on in the daily kitchen, nothing. It was an unoccupied freezer, which means that it is mistaken to be not checked on for a whole fucking day. Like, it's probably a few days. Like, if they wouldn't have checked it when they checked it, she probably would have been in there longer than that. You feel me? Because it's an unoccupied fucking refrigerator.
Then look, that's the big commotion about the freezer. A motherfucker knew the freezer didn't even work, but a motherfucker trying to figure out how it get cut on. And the whole time the freezer never cut on. It was the Rigor stages that y'all seen Kenneka in. And Rigor station, and they had y'all believing how she freeze to death. And people gonna ask me like, how she freeze to death? She never froze. They just showed you the picture, made her look like she was froze, so they could sell the freezer theory. That's why she said, "Oh, ain't no motherfucker finna search no freezer. It don't even work. Why go in there search the freezer? It's stinking and shit, you know what I'm saying?" And then Leonora said on the news, what made that employee to go search the freezer? What made the employee? Then they confused the which employee that really found her. First they said the fire department. Then they said it was a hotel employee staff. But in the police report, they said the beverage manager, aka security, found her. That's how they played with y'all in the whole investigation. So now you got a lot of gospel finna come about, and everybody finna get in the gospel. But this gal right here done put these suckers on blast so hard, and we didn't understand in the beginning what was going on. She done went viral, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, you speaking some real facts. While y'all in the comment talking about, yeah, girl, you speaking real facts. Tregang, you got facts. How about, man, we got proof? This is proof. And I gave y'all the footage to bag it up. Now watch this, y'all.
Yeah, probably. And then by the time then, that's the last place the little girl been. So the place became an investigation. You feel me? Other than that, if they wouldn't have decided to go there first, they probably wouldn't be finding her to just now. So I'm letting y'all. Somebody just hopped on my shit and told me to start the story over. You better go rewatch this motherfucker. Cause man, y'all, I just had to get to the bottom of this shit. Y'all just don't understand. I've been sitting here for hours, missing out on smoke sessions and all because I've been so focused on trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. I'm sorry. I believe that. So on the video, if you listen closely at 2 minutes and like I want to say 55 seconds. You can hear the little black girl next to her with the ponytail with the janky swoop. She whispers to her, she says exactly this. Girl, they bogus as hell. They in there raping that girl. She gonna say, I know. She gonna say, no, she said, I told y'all. She said, I told y'all. Basically, like, them niggas some janky niggas. Bitches is bringing janky niggas around type shit. You feel me? Y'all not paying attention to the facts of really what's being said and what's going on. Now, the little girl that's dead, I don't think was ever on the bed. I think that little girl was in that bathroom, probably fucked up, leaning over that sink, or some trying to throw up shit, or she probably was hot type shit, or anything, and them niggas kept.
Keep this in mind. She ain't saying like this what she think. This what she know. This what she know, and she spilling the tea. She done snitched. This ain't dry snitching. This snitching. She don't. I want to know if she got all this information. Was she was there, or did she know somebody was there? She from Indianapolis. That ain't far from Chicago, and we all know who from Indianapolis did a statement with Rosemont Police Department in Indianapolis. And then check this out. Guess who else in Indianapolis too? Little Meat Avenue. Ooh wee. Little Meat Avenue is in Indianapolis, Indiana and shit. Alright. That's why Rosemont took all the shit down. Cause what I just told y'all, that should show y'all maybe they related or they know each other. Cause it sound like an employee told her everything. Cause she described everything on the footage before it even came out. Alright, let's get back to it, Jack.
Cause you know niggas is thirsty as fuck. So I believe them little thirsty ass niggas trying to get they motherfucking rocks off. Had they dusty ass hovering over that bathroom door. Meantime, between time, your best friend in there faking like she giving a fuck. So she in there with her friend. Meantime, between time, these bitches is all in the main area of the hotel room, all on live and shit. So you know they paying attention, but they not really paying attention. You know, really the only person who really knows what really the fuck is going on is the best friend. So I'm pretty sure them niggas.
Now that's a key word. She said the only person that knew was the best friend. And you go to Little Meat Avenue in School Game video, he said the same thing. Only her friend knew what was going down. Uh-huh. Sound like a Kenneka, ain't it? That's probably why Clark Avenue came in with talking about, man, you know what I'm talking about? Tregang ain't been exposed. You see one. Now look, don't make me go to School Game video, cause she made this live win on the 10th at TPM. September the 10th, 2017 at TPM, and that's a couple of hours after when they found Kenneka in the freezer. But remember this, P's got the call at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So who was there? Little me. Cause he keeping everybody informed. Cause he was in on it. So guess what? You got to work overtime. You can't clock out. You got to stay over. Mm-hmm. Half of us got jobs. And check this out. When your boss say, look, man, you know what I'm saying, you got to stay over. You ain't got no choice. So just imagine of a murder scene. You really ain't going nowhere for a couple of days. And you in a hotel too? Shit, we got a room for your stay. Pay Jack. See what I'm talking about? Hey man, that's why Tregang shutting these YouTubers down. Cause I made the connection. I dedicated my motherfucking self, my soul to this shit. I don't give a fuck if you these suckers find me or you didn't want to do something to me. I don't give a fuck. As long as we get the justice, I'll go to the all God Almighty, goddamn it, and let me catch my bump. Cause he said he got rooms for me in a mansion. And I can't wait to get to that motherfucker. See what I'm talking about? Cause I'm cool and smooth and I'ma have me a little boo thing and we gonna be grooving, Jack. Yeah, yeah.
Hovering over the bathroom. You know when niggas think bitches is off they square, they sneaking pussy grabs and niggas is sneaking little booty clutching grabs and niggas is trying to see what they can feel and what they can do to see how much your defense levels up. And then and instead of them, being up front, niggas is testing to see where you at. Seeing if you gonna smack them away or see if you gonna be like, stop playing. Or niggas is trying to see exactly how much you gonna defend yourself. And baby girl probably ain't had too much defense to her. She probably slapped leaning over the thing, and that's in the video where we hear, stop, man, stop, quit messing with me. And then the best friend getting bothered because the girl getting irritated. So the best friend like, girl, enjoy yourself. Meanwhile, the best friend butt ugly. So I feel like the best friend liked it one of them niggas that was with one of them niggas who was liking her best friend, and because you can hear in the background, dude, like, man, you riding with me or what?
But look, check this out. I was reading the chat and you said a real cool thing. What you just said. If someone told her this what Brick City Newark said. If someone told her the story, it's impossible for to be able to tell everyone else what they was doing and what they was at the same time. Different spots in the hotel room. You see what I'm saying? So it sounded like she was at the party, but didn't know nobody at the party. She could have been there with some of her people. And she seen some funny shit that was going on. Cause remember P said, I seen some funny shit that was going on at the party, but this my friend and I don't want to think like that. And just say she was at that motherfucker was like, damn, I'm peeping this funny ass shit, niggas sneaking in booty touches and shit like this. She seeing the foul play. You see what I'm saying? She seen the foul play, but she don't know these people though. But when it all played out and when everything happened, when they went home, she like, damn, did they find the girl yet? And then when she actually found out when she was in the freezer, that's when she went live and spoke about it. Cause that's when she went live on Sunday, September the 10th at 10 p.m. when they aired it on the news and said Kenneka was found in the freezer. So that's when she probably decided to tell her story and try to perpetrate, be like, yeah, I watched these videos for hours. I figured this shit out. That fast? She got to be the baddest bitch in the world to solve the case. That fast. Down there 4 to 6 hours after her being found in the freezer. And got all the details right. That's probably why they took that footage down.
Feel like that's the hostile nigga. That's the nigga we about was moving that nigga around like, man, leave me alone. He probably like, oh, you drunk, you tripping. She like, no, I'm not drunk like that. Like, I'm fucked up. Like, leave me alone now. I realize that I'm fucked up. I want to lay down. And
So if she just said that, that means she was sitting there. That's like what she witnessed, what Kenneka saying to the nigga. Cause why was she all of a sudden that a nigga would harass her and Kenneka would tell him, man, I ain't like that, man, and trying to get away from this nigga. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Do this shit make sense now? That sound like she was watching Kenneka declining the nigga. And the nigga wasn't going for that shit. Man, I'm trying to holler at you, baby. Goddamn. That's probably why she said they was all in the bathroom. Niggas touching trying to get slick booty rubs and all that old sexual assault shit. Right? That's probably why the police were interrogating them niggas. Be like, yeah, did somebody touch her? Nobody wants sexual assault. Everybody was chill at the party. She probably was the one that remained anonymous and wanted to tell what she saw, that somebody was paying people up under the table $200. Let's listen to her real closely, cause she got our attention. She got our attention, Jack. All right, y'all. Remember the timeline of the cause of death. Keep that in mind too. Cause remember, this lead up to her get into the freezer. And that's all we want to know. How the fuck she would end up in that freezer.
the nigga was bothered by that. He like, oh man, I'm ready to go. So he turned to his homeboy, who probably was on some ready to fuck the butt ugly friend type shit. And he like, nigga, let's ride out. And he like, shit, I ain't get mine. Hey, come with me type shit.
So that's when the nigga said, you ride with me or what? So she was in that room at that point of time. Or she knew somebody in that room that told her. Why would she say that in detail? In the police report said, bruh, we heard that on the live. Bruh, you ride with me or what? Bruh, you tripping. That sound like Killer when he said, bruh, you tripping. Then the music blast. Alright. When the music blast, this what she was telling us. Listen to this shit one more time.
Drunk like that, like I'm fucked up, like leave me alone now. I realize that I'm fucked up, I want to lay down. And the nigga was bothered by that. He like, oh man, I'm ready to go. So he turned to his homeboy, who probably was on some ready to fuck the butt ugly friend type shit. And he like, nigga, let's ride out. And he like, shit, I ain't get mine. Hey, come with me type shit. So he probably telling him like, he probably telling this nigga like, hey, come with me type shit. And the nigga like, no, we ain't bringing her with type shit. You know, like, I'm not about to bring this bitch with me. I'm not about to let you bring this bitch with us. Her friend ain't trying to come. You know how niggas is. Or her friend ain't trying to come. Hell no, niggas, you riding with me or what? So the best friend, so you can see now, I done read the other little girl post who was in the hotel. She like, that's fucked up. You was clearly drunk and we made sure you laid down. Why would your best friend come pick you up and bring you out the hotel room? See, now we blaming all the wrong people. The butt ugly bitch on live. So this is how, and then everybody like, oh, how you get your keys? How she get your keys? This is how the little girl get the key. This is how they get her keys.
She telling y'all, okay, this how she got her keys. She feeling some type of way. And I'm going to tell y'all like this here. If she was at the party, watch this. If she was at the party and she witnessed that shit, she did the right thing and snitched it and told us. She didn't hold back no punches. This sound like a girl that ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Was like, man, look, I peeped that shit what y'all nigga was doing. Now it makes sense to me. Cause y'all nigga were posting all that shit on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Now it makes sense to me why you was in that bathroom is getting free booty rubs. Passing the girl drinks. And her butt ugly ass friend allowing this shit to happen. Share me, Jack. Share this video. Thumb me up. This the truth. What happened to Kenneka, man? Take this shit serious, Jack. This is not a game.
Same way we all go out. When I go out, I'll have a purse. My cousin may not have a purse. Shit, we getting drunk. Hey, bitch, put my keys in your purse. Put my keys in your pouch. You know, little shit. That's how much. So if you see when they going up the elevator, the little girl that's dead, she does not have a purse on her. She's jigging with just her phone and her keys. She don't have a purse on her. It's the friend, the best friend is the one with the purse, a pouch, and all types of shit. So she about told her best friend, like, bitch, we about to get turned up. We about to get drunk. I don't want to lose my phone, and I don't want to lose these keys. These my mama's keys. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Put these in your purse. Like we do. Y'all not paying attention. We do this type of shit. So don't be like, oh, how y'all get her keys? Y'all knew y'all. She got her jacket on. She don't got on that girl's jacket, and that's how they end up with the keys. So she knew she had her fan keys. Boom, boom, boom. Meantime, between time, she liked the little nigga. Now this is when everything goes left. Old girl leaving and shit. The best.
Look what she just said. She said, old girl leaving after explaining with the keys. Did I show y'all the receipts? Let's see who old girl is with the purse that had the keys, right? Man, let Tregang put this shit together, Jack. I'm finna put it in because y'all remember that text where they showed Bree talk about, they were like, so when I came to the door, they said, man, you gonna have to drive because Kenneka drunk. Let me see, can I pull that up right quick? Here we go, Jack. Who had a purse? Bree, look. Monifa didn't have no purse. She just had the Bluetooth speaker. Shamaya didn't have no purse. So who had a purse? Bree. And guess what? Look what the text read. No, I was gonna drive. When I walked back through the door, that first thing they said, you gonna have to drive cause Kenneka drunk. So that tell y'all, this girl just told y'all, Hold up, let's go back to what? Wait a minute, y'all. Let's go back to this. Listen what she say about the keys. And tell me who y'all think she talking about.
My phone, and I don't want to lose these keys. These my mama's keys. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Put these in your purse. Like we do. Y'all not paying attention. We do this type of shit. So don't be like, oh, how y'all get her keys? Y'all knew y'all. She got her jacket on. She don't got on that girl's jacket, and that's how they end up with the keys. So she knew she had her fan keys. Boom, boom, boom. Meantime, between time, she liked the little nigga. Now this is when everything goes left. Old girl leaving and shit.
When she said old girl leaving this shit, who left with the keys? Supposed to be left with the keys. Bree. Who had the keys to go back to the car and get the energy drink? Bree. That's why she said old girl leave. This when she gets out because old girl leave with the keys. Now here come the butt ugly friend.
Keys, boom, boom, boom. Meantime, between time, she liked the little nigga. Now this is when everything goes left. Old girl leaving and shit. The best friend, like, the niggas is in the now the niggas done went to the hallway. Now they in the hallway just.
She said they in the hallway now. How would she know that and she ain't seen the footage and the footage have not been released? Don't y'all remember when it was a big commotion? How they get in the hallway? Frank Cave in the hallway talking to the niggas in the hallway at 2:30. And Bree seen on the footage leaving at 2:26. Right? Now she finna tell y'all. Now Frank K told me, said Black Hoodie snatched her in the elevators and took her to the 11th floor, right? Where a lot of transsexuals at. And we already know there's a lot of transsexuals in the room. Cause them the one that booked the room, right? So it would make sense that somebody from the party snatched Kenneka, took her to the room to the transsexual. Cause that's who they came with. CC came in with T.Y. Thompson and a couple of more other people that snatched Kenneka. But they cool with the transsexual, so that's why they end up at the 11th floor. And then they transport her to the 6th floor. And then they start using stairwells. That what Frank K told me. Listen what she say about the hallway.
Everything goes left. Old girl leaving and shit. The best friend, like, the niggas is in the, now the niggas done went to the hallway. Now they here, so now they in the hallway discussing. Everybody else in the hotel room minding their business. The vibe dead, cause you know, everybody be feeling awkward when there's little side ass shit going on. So of course it ain't turned up. So everybody's sitting there with awkward low vibes. Turned up on it, and everybody's like, oh, I heard somebody say, help me. That girl did not say help me. That's not what y'all hear. Y'all hear the music coming in and coming off because they was in a hotel room and they was on YouTube. The YouTube kept stopping and stopping and stopping, and it just so happened to play such a little tiny ass piece of the song that it just sounded like it said help me, but that's not it. That is the song trying to play in, and that's why the girl was like, what the fuck? Because the song just came in out of nowhere because they was waiting on it to load. That's why they on the live and the study going dead and the vibes going dead because the YouTube wouldn't continue to play. See, I'm helping y'all to learn how to watch your facts before y'all open y'all's mouth. Meantime, between now, they all in there chilling. Now, the best friend definitely knows what happened with her friend. Let me tell y'all what happened, y'all. Let me put my ratchet bitch brain on. I'm the butt ugly friend. I'm sitting here.
Now look, she trying to make it seem like I thought about this shit. Let me put my ratchet shit on. No. She finna put her ratchet vision on what she saw and what went down. Right? Check what she finna describe of the party.
My best friend cute as fuck. My best friend a bad bitch. These niggas like, these niggas is feeling us. I like one of the boys. One of the boys like my best friend. My best friend fucked up though. My best friend ain't feeling this nigga, but I'm feeling a friend. I wanna go with this nigga. I wanna fuck this nigga.
Y'all know who she talking about? Herman Tolliver. Tolliver. She wanted to fuck with Tolliver. They been fucking, but you know what I'm saying. But Herman Tolliver friend, y'all know how the game go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I got a partner. You know what I'm saying. So look, this what he's shooting at Monifa. So they ganged up and used Monifa to get Kenneka and do their revenge about some old beef. Now watch what she say.
So meantime, between time, I really don't want to go by myself. And dude that he went with my friend. So I'm like, best friend, man, come on. I'm trying to encourage my best friend to get it together to sober it the fuck up. I don't want to think in my mind my best friend's that drunk because in my head I'm thinking about dick. So I'm like, best friend, you ain't that fucked up. Come on, best friend, let's go.
That's when Monifa was trying to convince Kenneka, girl, enjoy yourself. I am enjoying myself. Girl, enjoy yourself. Do this make sense to you now? If it do, thumb your boy up. Putting this shit together. All right.
Between time, best friend done laid down. You done came and picked your best friend up and done brung her out here to the hallway. Now this is how I feel like it went went down. Everybody still in the hotel room. This is why nobody really understood what was going on after the best friend. So they like, I don't know. Her best friend drug her out the room, and when she returned, she wasn't with her. Because this is what happened. That little bitch was too thirsty to get her rocks off. It was too many motherfuckers in that hotel room. That little girl ran off, brought her best friend out to the hallway for that other nigga's satisfaction. They all was on some finna leave type shit. Meantime, between time, she done ran off with the other dude, and she done got her best friend out to the hallway for the other nigga. This is what happened. She done got her best friend out to the hallway for the other nigga. Meantime, the motherfucking between time, she done ducked off in the hotel. She done ducked off in a hotel with somebody else. Meantime, in between time, she done ducked off in a hotel with the other best friend. She done ducked off with the other nigga. Once she done probably got busted down for all we know by the ice machine or the vending machine. You know how hotels have little ducts and cuts, stairways, anything. She about left her best friend with that dude just to go get her satisfaction off with the other nigga off somewhere in the stairway or anything.
And that's why you got footage of Kenneka popping up at the ramp. Because that's where the staircase is at. That's why everybody was like, damn, look, they just showed Kenneka just popped up at the ramp. Because they used the staircase railings. That's why she said the stairs, y'all. Pie-yow.
She came back looking for her best friend, like, damn, where the fuck they go? Where the fuck they go? So now she looking for her best friend. She can't find her best friend. Meantime, between time, dude who she done ran off this fuck, he's done. He done dipped off. So now while she's around this hotel looking for her motherfucking friend.
Look, and French K letter, y'all. Then when he ran up to the 6th floor and knocked on the door, and it was a big dude in a black hoodie. And he asked the dude, said, yeah, I'm looking for a girl in all black. And he said she left with some friends. Right? Then he said, thank you very much. And he said, the big dude left soon after when he knocked on the door. Pie-yow, Jack. Now y'all see how we buzzing this shit wide open? That's why they had to take all that shit down on the website. Oh, hell no, they got us. Take this shit down right now. Because now they finna watch the footage for real. Now they finna watch the footage for real. Because they done see the light. How you gonna take something out the website that's a Freedom Act and you already presented? You gotta take it down because we gotta understand it now. Now listen, y'all.
She can't find her friend because the nigga she left her motherfucking friend with done went and fucked your friend, and your friend was somewhere fighting back. And this nigga probably done accidentally choked that baby out and done choked that little girl to death. Fucked that little baby.
She said choke. And remember the autopsy and the pictures I just showed y'all? How would Kenneka die? Look, how would Kenneka die at the heat of the moment? You gotta choke her out. That's probably why. Look, since she said choked out, right? That's probably why she got her hands around her fucking neck. That's probably why she got her hands around her mother neck. Thought about that? Heat of the moment. The lady said if you've been exercising, you've been working out, right? Your hands will lock up first. And in rigor stages. See what I'm saying? Now you got to come up with that time of death. Now when you go back to the crime scene and be like, wait a minute. She said the dude probably choked her out And that's probably why they said, the sister said they won't let us see her from the neck up, from the neck down. Ooh, I got him that jack. Oh, they finna shut this bitch down. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Now look at the pictures now. Look like it could have been strangulation. She grabbing on her neck. That's why they got the hair neatly tucked up under her hands. Her fists. Cover up. Ooh wee. Oh, y'all need an extra push? Who on the yellow bus in this motherfucker? You can't see it now? You cannot see it now. Hold on, let's do this right quick. Right? They covering up that face. Wait a minute. She must have been tied down somewhere. If you got these kind of stains. Rosemont. And then check this out. Remember the hairdo for this right quick. You see that? The hairdo, right? Boom, boom, boom. And look at the hairdo now. Now you got to use what y'all learned in the beginning of the life about those stages of death. Hi-yow. All right, let's go.
Got his rocks off and didn't know what to do with that little girl and drugged that little girl. She ain't give no keys or none of that. They already said the freezer was unoccupied. That's what they already done said. That little girl was off duty, so she didn't have no keys to the hotel. She didn't have access to the things that y'all are trying to say she had access to. That little nigga went off while they was off doing their thing. He went off and did what he did with that little girl, and that girl probably was like, you don't want some fighting back shit. He about choked her out and took her shit and ended up choking that little baby to death and ended up didn't know, got nervous, drugged that little girl off somewhere, probably synced that motherfucking refrigerator that was unoccupied, put her in there, and then turned it on, you feel me? So that she wouldn't stink or make a smell or something. Come on now, that little nigga turned on the fucking freezer.
I already told y'all about the nail. All this shit on the nail. This ain't nothing new. I got lies of this shit and showing y'all this shit on the nail. It could be a burnt plastic or burnt hair. Either of the two. Pick one. Cause if it was a cardboard box, it would still have a little brown on it. Cause cardboard box ain't finna, the ashes ain't finna just blow like that. Alright.
Alright, my life started. So, I've been sitting on this motherfucking couch, my nigga, for about hours. What time is it now?
What she was talking about, right? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I just want to add this video. Straight Drop got desperate. And somebody in the video, I guess he tried to frame Crown Plaza like, yeah, you got me and I can get you type shit. And he got people walking in for him and shit like that, right? All right. But the people he sent in is white. I want to see who are these people he get to do this shit. But I just want to show y'all the stairwells that's by the elevators on the 9th floor. It's right around the corner from the elevators. All right. I don't know which video it is, but y'all remember when they was in the parking lot? That's the car garage. You could park there for Crown Plaza and the DoubleTree. And they got cameras. All right. They went straight drive talking about this ain't the pool area. When I first spilled the tea, he put the title on that jank. This is not the pool area. Hold on. Let me see. We need to get to the room. Is this it? I think this might be it. Hold on, y'all. I think this is it. All right. He finna go to the elevators, right? Nah, I think he finna go back to the. Nah, he finna go to the elevators. He went to the pool. Damn, I think this is when he finna go. Yeah, man, this is the same video. Okay, y'all, look. All right. This it right here, y'all. Hold on. I just gotta skip through it. That's the stairwell she supposed to been bumping in. Now keep this in mind. He ain't trying to show y'all the door that's right across from the bathroom, cause this is another door right there. But I want to show y'all when he go to the room. This when he finna go upstairs. All right, y'all. He finna get on the elevator. Now watch this. This where the staircase in there. This why she was like yeah, the staircasing. Now y'all, look, y'all see that now? Y'all see that now? I just showed y'all the rap. I had my microphone muted. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking like a motherfucker. Y'all want to even know what I just showed y'all. But when you get out the elevators, you can walk from room 926 past the elevator, make a quick left, and another hop in the step a quick left, and you at the staircase and really. That's how y'all know what I'm saying. She popped up at the goddamn ramp. They want y'all to think when she got out the elevator, and walked towards the ramp. Hell no. Man, she got off that goddamn ramp. All right. Right here. All right, gang. Hey, everybody, y'all, give me a thumbs up if the video playing smooth, cause right now it look like y'all gonna finna be, man. What the hell? Hold up. Can y'all see the video? Damn. Hold on, y'all. Let me switch screens. See there here. I know y'all can hear me now. I'm trying to make sure y'all see. Yeah, it's gotta be, cause
There's no sound in the video right now, though.
you can still see it on the screen. All right. So why is it showing on my screen? All right, I'm gonna keep going with this shit. Since everybody say they can still hear me, right? All right, cool. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just go with the goddamn what I see on my computer screen. You know, in my TV screen. I ain't gonna look at the laptop. But now look, you called in, right, caller? See what I'm saying? So shit, what's on your mind, man? What you think about this? What's this shit going on, man?
Well, I'm still hearing you in my mic. Is that like a lag behind? I'm hearing you in my mic. Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna just stop it. No. What I did, was playing in the background, and then we still live, so I was hearing like a double audio. But I'm okay now. I put the video on pause, so I don't have a double audio right now. So I can, but whatever we're doing it in real time. I had to stop everything because everything is kind of lagging tonight.
Right. Go ahead. Just go ahead and take care of your business. We good now. We should be good.
Okay. Okay, cool. So guys, I'm glad everybody tuned in tonight. We got 300 in the chat. That's awesome. That's great. And I just want to kind of sum up some of the things that Trey has been discussing about the case. As y'all can see, Rosemont has taken down all of the videos on Kenneka because Trey bust the whole case wide open, and they don't even know how to respond to what's being said and what's being done right now. So the damage has been done. They try to do damage control, but it's far beyond what they can handle. So in a nutshell, the last couple of days, Trey turned up the heat. Like, a lot been going on behind the scenes that people just really don't know. It's a lot coming with this case, and I appreciate every single person that's tuning in and has been following this case for these couple of years. The truth is, I'm a little slick sad because I thought we wanted to know. I kind of like always wanted to know what happened to Kenneka. Like, I always wanted to know what she went through.
Wait a minute. It ain't going through.
Got you, babe.
Everybody in the chat, hold on. I don't think they can hear you because I can't hear you.
You can't hear me on the screen.
Oh, look. You ain't even finna hear yourself on your TV because it's a light delay, right? You ain't finna hear yourself on it. Nobody ain't hearing us.
Okay, no, somebody said she probably was there. So, no, I think that someone's hearing me because, like, at 12:25, KK Funk traced me.
Okay, yeah. Well, keep going then. If they can hear you.
All right, so ask the mods, can the mods hear me so they can chime in? Because fuck these ops who in here talking. So they said, who is talking? Who is she? All right, so, hey, Keyshawn J, you're a mod. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my mods. The mods that's on this channel. I've been following this channel for a long time, y'all. I just tuned in to really like chiming in, but I'm looking at everybody's comments right now. So I'm not really new, but I'm kind of new. So just a little bit. But anyways, I'm glad that everyone, I can hear her. Okay, cool. So Sharonda, Lindsay, thank you. Keyshawn J, the person that's moderator, thank you. All right, so yeah, so everything's kind of crazy right now, guys. I'm hoping that I'm clear. I hope you guys are hearing me. So what I was pretty much saying is, well, they messing with the chat, number one, but Rosemont just pulled everything. I want y'all to know that every time anyone got close to this case and we came back and we communed and we talked about discrepancies, they were taking off stuff, redacting stuff, removing it. Every time we got close, they wanted to confuse us more. But the bottom line is, everyone needs to understand how everything kind of went down. And what I was saying before was, I've always just wanted to know what happened to Kenneka, and I kind of thought I was ready to know, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared to know what actually happened to her. I've been watching this and I've been studying it, but the things that she went through that night, guys, y'all just don't want to fucking know. Y'all just don't want to know. Like, you would have wished this was a bad movie and we cut this shit off, but truth be told, it happened. She went through it, so the truth had to come out. All right, so this is how the shit went off.
Yeah, tell me that. Now, let's get to the, goddamn it. Look, tell me about what you think had for this fall down, goddamn it.
Alright, so off the rip, y'all need to understand that the shit that's going on in Chicago is like so many layers to why they allow things to happen in Chicago. It's a lot of stuff going on in Chicago. Been there, done that, so I know about the city, but the bottom line you guys need to understand is this is a multi-layered situation that will fuck your whole head up if you really understood the full scope of it. But to just make it all make sense, this shit happened and it was perfectly orchestrated. So I'm gonna break it down. Yes, the whole time Trey say Monifa is fucked up and she's slick like Kenneka. A lot of people like Kenneka. Kenneka was wholesome, clean, and good. She didn't have no long hit list. She wasn't a bad person. She was a special girl. She had a mission, a purpose. I didn't know KJ. I knew her brother. I didn't know her. I didn't know she had a brother. See, that's some shit we need to talk about, y'all. Is anybody really talking about? And let's just set the record straight. Her last name is not Jenkins. It's Martin. She's not KJ. She's KM. She's Kenneka Martin. No need for me to go into that, but let's just talk about what's important. So Kenneka ended up at that hotel. She was obligated to go to that hotel. The hotel was not a last minute thought. She talked to Irene about her throwing a party because Irene just popped, just get high right around the city, whatever the case may be. But Kenneka was like, damn, Irene, do something different this year. Like, do something, like, give yourself a party because these kickbacks at the hotel was common. They chose hotels, guys, because shit's so sick in the streets that people can roll up that you can't control. Like, nobody really want to be on camera. People in Chicago move kind of south. They think they ain't on camera, but they stay on camera. But nonetheless, the hotel was supposed to be considered like a safe place for them to go to. Shit can't get too bad. They can call the police. It's kind of like a controlled environment. Almost like an experiment almost. We'll get to that later. But anyway, so Irene had a birthday party coming up. She invited Kenneka. I need y'all to understand that Kenneka and Monifa had a beef. They had a problem. Monifa was fucking with Mariah, and Mariah and Rico had been messing around. Rico was on his way home, y'all. He was about to come home, and KJ was a little bit tossed up. She was ready to leave him alone. She found out about Mariah. It was just beef, a lot of stuff going on. But Irene was definitely Kenneka's friend. Monifa was not her friend. Monifa was fucking with Mariah. Mariah, the bitch, was fucking with Kenneka's boyfriend. So it was a lot of beef. And so Monifa started messing with Mariah when her and KJ fell out. Or should I say Kenneka Martin? They fell out. But anyway, so it was a lot going on. Irene did not invite Monifa to the party. She was not lying. But what she didn't know is Killer them fuck with her. And she's fucking with some other people. So everybody in Chicago know each other, guys. Just understand that. So Kenneka did have plans to go to the movie theater that night. But she also planned on fucking with Irene for a little while that night. So that's how she got there. It wasn't because Ty Rowland went to the theater and ran her off. No, her plan was to fuck with Irene and then go to the movie theater. That was the plan, in and out. But anyway, so Monifa decides to call Kenneka and ask her what she had popping. Kenneka told her, well, we're going to see it, but I'm about to go fuck with Irene for a minute. And then Monifa was like, shit, I want to roll too. So that she ended up getting Irene and, not Irene, I'm sorry, guys, Shamaya, Bree, Kenneka, and Monifa. They were together that night. Everybody was on something else. Kenneka was on some naive shit. Shamaya was on some gullible shit. She's underage. Monifa was on some setup shit, fucking for 200 and setting KJ up. And Bree was just backpaging. That's what she was doing. They all did that shit besides Shamaya and Kenneka. All right, guys. So they go to the hotel. KJ them got this little thing. So if y'all are young and shit, you guys will know that some people like people that's fucking around at parties and stuff, they'll get drunk, but they'll hit that Red Bull to sober them up so they can get home to the crib or whatever. So that was Kenneka's plan. Celebrate with Irene, take a couple shots, drink her Red Bull, and get back to the house. She had some shit popping. She had a lot of good stuff happening in her life. And furthermore, don't forget, Rico about to come home, y'all. Need to understand that, too. He about to come home. But anyway, so they get to the hotel. And the part y'all need to understand is when Kenneka first initially got to the hotel, she got snatched. If you saw when they first walked in, everybody went to the left and she got pulled to the right, KJ got snatched. But she didn't get hurt when she got snatched. She just got snatched. I'm not sure who pulled her. I don't know what happened. But somebody surprised her. And she was good with the surprise. It wasn't a bad surprise. When she get up to the hotel, in the room, ain't nothing normal. Ain't nothing normal about the setting. She sees people from different gangs and stuff. And she trying to figure out, bring what y'all got going on. Like, what's really popping in here? And there's people here that don't even get along. Why everybody in here at the same time? So she didn't want to be there. But she didn't know how to get out of there. There was people everywhere. They were people in the lobby, outside, by the door, in the room, in the stairwell, everywhere. And she just felt very awkward. So she sort of slipped, just tried to act normal. And she tried to take pictures and stuff. And she sipped on a little something, right? And right when she wanted her Red Bull, she sent Bree to the car to get the Red Bull because she didn't want to walk to the car because she had too much people in there that she didn't fuck with. Understand, her brother had something to do with this shit. Monifa was on some setup shit. She had some shit going on with Mariah and the boy being in the jail, and a lot of shit was going on. So Kenneka didn't feel comfortable, but she didn't want to feel awkward, so she decided to sip on a little here. So she just took a small amount of liquor, y'all. The girl wasn't drunk. So she sends Bree to the car to get the drink because she wasn't trying to go. And Bree come back up with the Red Bull, and then Monifa decide to poke Kenneka a drink. I really believe, and some people were there, she slipped some shit in Kenneka's drink, in the Red Bull. So KJ chugging the Red Bull trying to sober up. And as she drunk the Red Bull, she started feeling fucked up. It was slow though. She didn't understand she was getting drunk. She didn't take nothing to be drunk. She had a little bit of liquor. She drank the Red Bull. And she really not even aware that this shit is creeping up on her. So now she's becoming inebriated. And she don't know what to do. So she say, shit, I need to lay down. That shit was hitting her. Alright, so the baby girl, she lay on the bed. Now this is what, now y'all need to listen to this part. This is how the shit get tricky. Don't forget, Irene in there on some birthday shit. Killer in there on some co-birthday shit. The hotel room is booked with a stolen card. Rival gang members are in there. KJ in her feelings. Her dude finna come home. His bitch in the party. And everything is weird for her. So she fell asleep on the bed. And before you know it, let's not talk about what happened in the room, but she fell asleep on the bed. And Monifa decides to pick her up and take her off the bed to take her in the hallway. We don't even know why Monifa ever moved there, baby. We don't even have an answer for why she moved off the bed. But Monifa was paid to get Kenneka in the hallway. Y'all listen to this shit now. It's going to all wrap up for you make sense. So Monifa was paid to take Kenneka in the hallway. Monifa was fucking that night, y'all. That's what she do. She got her paid. She either paid them or they paying her. I don't know, but the bitch ugly. I don't know who she paying, who paying her. But there was some fucking going on that night. Bree and Monifa was on there. Shamaya wasn't on it. Kenneka wasn't on it. So when Killer saw Monifa take Kenneka from the bed, he kicked Shamaya. And Shamaya looked up and Kenneka was off that bed. Here's the plot twist, y'all. Monifa took Kenneka in the hallway for them niggas to grab her. After she went in the hallway for niggas to grab her, Shamaya came out the door and started talking to Kenneka. Monifa left. Walked off. Kenneka drunk. Shamaya in the hallway asking her what's wrong. And she like, shit, I'm ready to go. Where my keys at though, Shamaya? And she say, shit, I don't know. Oh, Bree got my keys. Well, my phone, Irene got my phone. But I ain't going back in there with you. Alright, so just sit right here. I'm gonna grab your shit. So Bree go back into the room to get the stuff. And then Monifa comes behind Bree after they snatched her in the hallway and said, Kenneka gone. So when Irene said it was in 2 seconds. Say it again, babe.
You mean Shamaya?